righty. All righty. What is going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. How is everybody doing today? It's so good to see everybody. What is going on out there in the land of America? What are we doing? What's going on, everybody? Did everybody see the square that I put up I put up a thumbnail with a picture of a guy named Curtis Clark. And I'm going to get more into that in a second. Can everybody do me a favor since you just got here? Can you hit the like button? Can you just take your finger right here and just hit the like button? Just take your finger, reach right down right there and just tap the like button. It looks like that. It's got a thumbs up on it. Just reach down and hit the like button. It will. Hopefully your thumb's a little bit hit the like button. And then do me a favor, if you would please, type down in the comment section OTVO, Overturn Terry versus Ohio. OTVO. Just type it down in there, everybody, right now. Just type OTVO down in the comment section. Just real quick. Woo! It's Sunday, isn't it? It's Sunday fun day. Sunday fun day. There we go. All righty then. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a video right now. I'm not going to wait a long time on getting into this video because there's actually several videos from the same creator that we have to see. Big shout out to my buddy Brian over at Here's the Deal. If you guys are not watching Here's the Deal channel, you know, he does better stories than I do. He's just a better reporter than I am. And we need reporters. We definitely need reporters. And Brian over at Here's the Deal, far better reporter than I'll ever be. I am a bull in a china shop. I'm a juggernaut. I'm an unstoppable force of nature. But I'm not a very good reporter. P. Rex, what's going on? Did everybody hit the like button? Did everybody hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? Did you do that? And then did you type down in the comment section, OTVO? How about Jackboot Thug Pig? JBTP. Hashtag JBTP. Put it down there. Jackboot Thug Pig. Put it down there. Jackboot Thug Pig. JBTP. Now I take my finger, I stick it right in that Jackboot Thug Pig's chest, and I say, you, my friend, signed up to a Death Star, and you, my friend, enforce tyrannical laws on the people, and you, my friend, are only worried about your pay and your pension and you getting ahead in life. But you, my friend, are a JBTP, a Jackboot Thug Pig. You only care about yourself, bruh. I signed up to help people. Who have you helped? Well, there's a list of people. I just can't. Who are they? Tell me about the single mom that you help out. You go by the house every week and tell me about all the good things you do. You can't. You cannot. Jackboot Thug Pigs. Jackboot Thug Pigs. They do not help our culture. As long as we have this term law enforcer in America, it won't get better. As long as you refer them to law as law enforcers, it's bad. They are peace officers, each and every one of them. Jackboot Thug Pig. You signed up to a Nazi, Darth Vader, Death Star organization. You absolutely did, my friend. You absolutely did. Well, that's because you'd be incorrect, Shane. So Shane popped in here, and Shane said, I'm more concerned with deleting qualified immunity. Shane, are you new to the channel? Did you just get here, bro? Because the whole thing about me, just so you know, like the entire basis of my channel, what I did when I came onto YouTube, the reason I came onto YouTube, well, I first went to TikTok to warn the black community, young black men specifically, that Terry versus Ohio is how cops enter into their lives. So Shane, I know you may be new here. What I would recommend is you watch some of my lectures, Qualified Immunity versus Terry versus Ohio. So qualified immunity is what happens after the cops beat me up and hurt me and do all these things to me. But the way the cop enters into my life is through being suspicious of me. So you may be more concerned about qualified immunity. That's only because, Shane, you've been listening to people on YouTube. And without going into my history too much, when I came on YouTube, the people who were here before me, the people who have similar channels to mine, but they don't have any constitutional law education, they run around saying qualified immunity, qualified immunity. They couldn't be any more wrong. And the people in this room know exactly what I'm talking about. I've listed 5 cases that are far more important than qualified immunity. Terry versus Ohio, Graham versus Hunter, Kerr versus California, Brenniger versus United States, and Carroll versus United States. Those 5 cases are all more important than qualified immunity, and it's not even remotely close. So what happens in qualified immunity is if you're the copper and you violate my rights, and I can prove on camera that you knew it was my right to interrupt you, and you're saying, let me talk. And I'm saying, I don't have to let you talk. And the cop says, let me talk. And I say, I don't have to let you talk. And the cop says, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Well, as soon as I say to him, officer, on my trifold right here, Houston versus Hill, 1987, it says I have every right to interrupt you with my speech. Free speech. So now, once he's informed of the law, if he arrests me anyway or beats me up anyway, that goes around his qualified immunity. But how did he enter into my life, Shane? Through Terry versus Ohio, saying he was suspicious of me. So it's not even remotely close, the two things that really matter. When you compare and contrast them, don't get me wrong, qualified immunity is definitely on the list. Ego checker, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. So, you know, if you're new to my channel, Shane, which there's so many new people, we get 100,000 subscribers in the last 6 weeks. So if you're new to my channel, it's, you know, and it's not your fault. Don't think I'm picking on Shane. I'm not. I just want to be abundantly clear. Qualified immunity, that's Pearson versus Ray, 1967. I would even venture to say that Tenney versus Brandoff, 1951, that gives judges and prosecutors and legislators qualified immunity. I'd go back to the Tenney Commission of 1949, 1950, and then 1951, Tenney versus the Tenney case, Tenney versus Brandoff. That's what creates qualified immunity for judges. And I think that that's even more powerful than qualified immunity for cops, because behind every bad pig, behind every bad jackboot thug pig, is a mayor or a city councilman or a judge or even a county commissioner who's working on behalf of tyranny. So it's not even remotely close. Terry versus Ohio is here. Qualified immunity is underneath of Graham, underneath of Citizens United, underneath of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, underneath all these different things. It's just, I mean, Brenniger, Kerr, Graham. I could go on and on about it. I can go on and on about it. But Shane, if I would highly recommend that you watch some of my previous videos. Now we're going to get into this video right here. I actually, so I was giving credit to my buddy Brian from Here's the Deal. He's the one that originally showed me this cat. He showed me this video. And so I want to share with you guys the video that this Marine, and this is 20 minutes long, so it's kind of long. So, I mean, strap up, get ready, buckle in. What you're going to see right now is unbelievable. The way this man is treated is just unbelievable. Thanks so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. God bless you, dude. God bless you. You know, if you guys are new to my channel and you don't know what I do for a living, I'm on YouTube, but I sell this trifold. That's what I do. So that if you can revoke consent from cops, go to my website, deletelaws.com with a Z, get the $9 one you download from a PDF that you have a copy of on your computer, or get the $30 indestructible one you get on my website. This is actually what I do for a living, is I sell a pamphlet to you guys so that you can immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The cop comes up and he'll on the new one, it says, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. This was my previous trifold. It says, you have to answer questions. And I say, no, I have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I don't have to answer any questions. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Now, the key to today's culture in this day and age, as you hear the cops say, you have to be recording yourself, record the trifold, show the cop, hey, I don't have to answer questions. If he demands I answer questions anyway, guess what that does, Shane? That goes around his qualified immunity. It's on camera. I showed him I invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I showed the camera. I showed the judge the film. That goes around his qualified immunity, and it doesn't count. Now, when I sue him under Section 42, U.S. Code 42, now what happens when I go to court, it's on camera that I showed him I have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He says, no, you're going to answer my questions. I say, no, I'm not. I have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He says, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. I say, no problem. There you go. Because now I got the video. And that goes around his qualified immunity. Whereas the way he entered into my life, he said he was suspicious of me. That's not a crime. Suspicion is not a crime. It's not a crime. So that's what we're dealing with here. That's what we're dealing with here. What's going on, Michael Dolan, Denti Jen? What is going on? You guys have got to see this. This is I'm going to show this to you right now because this is unbelievable. This is one of the most egregious things. This is one of the most egregious things I've ever seen, ever. This guy gets pulled over by the cops for no good reason.
Always good.
He's a Marine. He gets pulled over by the cops. And so this is the name of his channel right here, Curtis Clark. Do me a favor. Get over to Curtis Clark. I'm going to put the link right here for the video in the comment section right here. I'm going to put that right there for boom. There's that bad chicken. And so Curtis Clark, do me a favor, come over here and let him know. As you can see, Jackboot Thug Pig is already there. And then I said, Curtis, Team DLZ is coming through. We don't stop. Do me a favor, drop a comment for him down here and let him know that DLZ sent you. So check this out, beginning to end. Let's watch this bad chicken.
Okay, did you see me all the way back there?
Yeah, that's why I put my hazards on so I could get to a safe location.
Okay, well, I mean, you kind of have to stop as fast as you can, you know, because I'm the one behind you.
So she's mad he didn't pull over right when she turned her lights on, but he didn't ask to be pulled over. This isn't his life. This is his freedom.
I know.
Okay, so if we get hit,
I put the hazards on. Okay. I got to a safe location.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
We were in a safe location though.
No. We're not at a safe location when you are behind me with a gun. We're not safe unless I go to a place where I feel safe, not where you decide, Copper. If he put his hazards on, then she should have known he was pulling over.
No, not on the road. I was just pulling into the first inlet, right?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, insurance?
I do.
Okay, so the reason I pulled you over is because I wasn't unable to read that temp tag.
Okay.
Where'd you get that from?
You can't read?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, insurance? Do you have a driver's license, insurance?
Run the tag.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
Run the tag. It's a valid tag. So you pulled me over for no reason.
Okay, so I wasn't able to read that license plate.
It's legible, and it was given to me by ADOT.
ADOT?
ADOT. Read it. Read it.
Okay.
You can read it now, can't you?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, insurance?
I want you to do that because you pulled me over for something that's not illegal.
Okay, so I could not read that
license plate. Why?
Do you have a driver's license?
Why couldn't you read it? Why could you not read it? Why?
I want to point something out to you here. She says, do you have some ID? Do you have a driver's license? Where are you going today? Wait a minute. Hey, to you jackboot thug pigs, I don't care what you were trained. It's none of your effing business. It's none of your effing business where I'm heading to. I don't need you keeping tabs on me, bud. I don't need your help living my life. What I need you to do is stay the F out of my way. That's what I need you to do. I need you to shut your little piggy mouth and get out of my way. That's what I need.
Could you not read it?
The print on it is not a regular temp tag, man.
It is.
Okay.
You know why? Because it was issued to me by ADOT.
ADOT? Who's ADOT?
ADOT, Arizona Department of Transportation. You should look that up on your phone.
Are you?
Oh, I'm glad I know that he's in Arizona now. I've watched about 5 of his videos. We're gonna watch a few of them, but Arizona is one of the worst police states in our country.
Here visiting? Are you here from Texas?
Or wait a minute. Are you here visiting? Are you here from Texas? Let me again let you guys know. Immediately, you pull out your trifold and you say, "Excuse me, ma'am. I have my amendment right to remain silent. I'm recording everything. Why? You just asked, where am I heading?" Immediately, when you said where I'm heading, I invoked my Fifth Amendment right on my trifold. I showed it to the camera. I said, "What'd you say?" I plead the Fifth. Here's the trifold that says I plead the Fifth. There it is right there. Are you from Texas? Ma'am, do you respect your oath to the Constitution or not? I just told you I plead the Fifth Amendment. It's on camera. This video footage isn't just for my protection. It's also for when I sue your ass. Stop harassing me. Go do your code enforcing. See, I wouldn't have waited. I would have given her my laminated driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, and immediately plead the Fifth Amendment because these thug pigs are trying in a dungeon.
I don't need to answer any questions.
Okay, man.
Look it up. Look it up.
So you hear what he said there? I don't listen.
Phone.
Are you here visiting? Are you here from Texas? Or?
I don't need to answer any questions.
Okay, man.
Look it up. Look it up.
So you see that? Just the interaction of you saying, "I'm not going to answer any questions," sets her off. Okay, man. Okay, man. That's why you go to a touchdown position. If you can't afford the trifold, I'll give it to you for free. It's $9. You can print it out at home. It's $9. If you don't got it, I'll give it to you for free. Before this live stream, I sent off 20 people free trifolds because you have to do this process. Cop comes up, Hands go to a football position. This one's recording the cop outside my window and me so we can see if I get hit. This has got my trifold, my license registration up here. Cop comes up. What's up? License, registration, proof, insurance. I slip it to her. I'm not going to get in a back and forth with her. Then she says, where are you heading? You heard the first question. I say, officer, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I show it to the camera. There you go. Are you from Texas? Are you from Arizona? Whoa, chick. Whoa. Whoa. You just violated my rights. I told you I invoked the Fifth Amendment and you kept questioning me. That's not your right. That's tyranny. Don't you freaking dare. You unethical chick. God. It is really hard not cursing. She said, oh, okay.
I don't need all that. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
I don't need this.
He doesn't need it. What's she doing? She's just harassing him. There's no reason to pull him over.
License, insurance, man?
Why? You didn't pull me over.
You're detained right now.
I'm being detained for what?
Yes, you are.
For what? What's the crime?
The reason I pulled you over is because that temporary tag is unreadable. All right, man?
Oh my God. His temporary tag is unreadable. So let's put a list right here. Put it in the comment section right now. Put a list right here. What are the BS excuses? Your taillights weren't working. You didn't use your blinker. You're following too close. Put it in the comment section. Let me read some. Let me read some comments of what you guys think. Give me the bullshit excuses. Excuse me for the SHIT word. I don't consider SHIT a bad word, so I say it all the time. I'll try not to say it anymore. Sorry about that. But the point is, what are the BS excuses that we constantly, continuously, over and over and over here? You were following too close. I can't read your license plate tag. The vanity plate you have on your license plate, it makes it so it's slightly obstructing. When your license plate expires, I can still read it, but the law is, and since I'm a law enforcer, it's being partially obstructed. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What else is it? What else you got? I curse a lot. Yeah. Listen, that's the whole thing. On the trifold, when they say watch your mouth, you immediately invoke Cohen versus California. Cop says watch your mouth, and you say by choosing these words, you get to know the depth of my feelings. The Brandeis formula says free people have access to all materials and all words. It's on your trifold. Don't start having a back and forth with that Jack Thug Pig JBTP. Don't do it. Don't do it. You won't win. You will win in court if you're filming it and you show, hey, I can say any words I want, you jackboot thug pig. And then she says, fine, get out of the car. You're under arrest. No problem. I got it on video. And here's the law right here. This goes around your qualified immunity. So you can go ahead and put me in cuffs and arrest me for calling you a jackboot thug pig. But here's Cohen versus California, 1971, shows clean as day, clear as day. I have every right to interrupt you. I have every right to call you a jackboot thug pig. And if I was in real life, I'd probably use worse words.
It's not unreadable.
Okay.
It was legally given to me by the government.
Okay.
So she's lying. Listen. Now pay attention here. Listen to what.
So
temporary tag is unreadable. All right, man.
It's not unreadable.
Okay.
It was legally given to me by the government.
Okay. Do you have a driver's
so
license?
you're not saying something that makes sense.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
Can I see your sergeant? Why are you laughing? I don't want to do this. I was going home. I have something to do tomorrow.
Where are you coming from?
I don't need to answer any questions. I'm pleading the fifth.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get famous.
So you hear what she said? She starts off by going, hey, the tag's unreadable, man. Like I'm making some BS excuse as to why I pull you over. Come on, you buy it, right? Come on, you buy it, right? What she doesn't know is this guy's a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. And he's a Marine. And she says, your tag's unreadable. Come on, man. Like just go with my BS excuses to reason why I get to get into your life and F you up. Just go ahead. Just understand that, man. How come, man? How come, man? Come on, man. You know your tag. You know you can't read that tag, man. And did you see how she just threw it away when she said it? She just threw it away like he was just going to buy it. Like she was selling.
I have something to do tomorrow.
Where are you coming from?
I don't need to answer any questions. I'm pleading the fifth. Okay.
I'll fast forward again.
All right, man.
It's a crime.
The reason I pulled you over is because that temporary tag is unreadable. All right, man.
Oh, does that sound like a load of poo in your pants? Does it sound like she pooped the bed right there? Does she sound like she's just lying? Let me go to the front. I fast forwarded back to where we were. He just said he pled the fifth. Let's see.
Let's get famous.
They don't care anymore. Hey, Curtis, they don't care anymore. They don't care. And I'm going to go over this. They don't care.
You doing right?
What's your rank? This should be over very quickly, sir.
How you doing? I'm Officer Smith, the Forward Police Department. How you doing right?
So now what they're doing is they're trying good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop.
Your rank?
What?
Are you a sergeant?
I'm a police officer.
You're not a sergeant? I want to speak to your guys as sergeant.
Why do you want to speak to a sergeant?
I want to.
Why is that?
I want to speak to your sergeant.
Why is that?
What do you mean, why is that? Because you guys are behaving like jackboot thug pigs. That's why.
Bruh. I said it once.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Are you a sergeant? No.
Do you want a sergeant?
Now, and you guys talk about resources. I have these ideas to change all of peace officers into a new way. And they'll say, oh, it'll cost way too much money. You got 3 jackboot thug pigs on scene right now with this man. And he hasn't done anything wrong. Nothing. He hasn't used a blinker wrong. He didn't rob a convenience store. He didn't assault anybody. He's just driving down the road. Yes, Rich, this is always an emergency broadcast. Good to see you, Rich.
One sergeant.
There's 3 cops there. He's told all 3 of them he wants a sergeant. So look what they're doing. Look at this. They're just trying to find a reason to arrest this man. Their goal is to take you to the dungeon. Use your damn trifold.
Is it funny? I don't think. I just want to go home.
We're trying to get you out of here.
You're not. No, you're not. Because if you're trying to get out of here, you'll just run the plate. Leave me alone.
Where'd you get the plate from?
It says A-Dot on it, doesn't it?
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Look it up on your phone.
What does
I don't need to.
Are you from Texas?
Hey, sir. Let's not go into something stupid.
Just asking where you're from right now.
Like asking you where you're from right now is an intrusion after he's already said, I plead the fifth.
It's not funny. I want to go home.
You will. We're trying to get you out of here. We're trying to
No, you're not. No, you're not. Is it funny, sir?
I'm not. Who's laughing?
Just run the plate.
I'm trying to figure out.
You got that little smile.
You heard what he said? Listen.
I'm not. Who's laughing?
Now, he talks over him, but I listened to this video 2 or 3 times so far now. I've watched this a few times. Listen to what the cop says. Listen to the words that he says right here. The Marine is talking over him, but listen to what the cop says.
Just run the plate.
I'm trying to figure out.
You got that.
He said, I'm trying to figure out where you're coming from. That's what the cop just said. He already told him the fifth. Why are you trying to figure out where I'm coming from? It's none of your effing business.
That little smile on you, don't you?
I'm always happy, man.
You shouldn't be happy about this.
My sergeant will be here in a second, okay? Just go ahead and sit down.
All right. Cool. Just run.
So as soon as he can't violate the man's rights, as soon as the man is not going to just acquiesce to BS, he says in there what he's doing. I'm just trying to figure out where you're coming from. It's none of your business. And so if you say it's none of your effing business, now you're being confrontational. You're the problem now. Now you're the bad person. Whereas if you immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, immediately you say, officer, you give me your license, registration, proof of insurance on the laminated card that I've taught 100 times. And then he says, where are you coming from? I'm already mad you asked me some stupid question. It's none of your effing business. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. It's right here on my trifold. I plead the fifth. Well, where are you going? I'm recording everything, you jackboot thug pig. I'm recording everything. I'm recording you violate my rights right now. If he continues to ask you questions after you've invoked your Fifth Amendment right, he's violating your rights. It's got to be on camera. You file a complaint, you file a lawsuit. We all have to sue every department in America. I'm suing 4 of them right now. You have to sue these pigs.
Run the plate for me. If it comes back as Curtis Clark, we're good, right? Invalid, incurrent. What does that say? What's the date say? 2024? 2024, yeah? So it's valid? All right.
What's up, man?
So I'm good, right?
Now they switch off to another cop as they surround his car with flashlights, trying to find any reason they can arrest him and take him to a dungeon.
No, you're not good. You're still detained.
What? No, you're not good. He was pulled over on a BS reason. Oh, man, you know you can't read that tag when you know that you can. They pulled him over for nothing, and now the other cop who didn't pull him over initially is telling him that you're not good.
Because I said so.
Oh. Because I said so. Whoa, bro.
Oh, a thug.
JBTP. Put it in the comments right now. Jackboot Thug Pig. JBTP.
Right now you're driving this car
because you're a thug?
And this license plate is not valid.
It's not valid. Doesn't it say 2024 on it? It does? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to figure out what state are you from because
you're trying to figure out what state I'm from because why? I don't care what you're trying to figure out. My rights don't have any feelings for what you're trying to do, for your report or your job or whatever you think you're doing.
Texas.
Hey, Doc, you have a phone, don't you?
Arizona,
I don't need to do your job for you.
You're not going to do my job for me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Did you hear what he just said?
Arizona,
I don't need to do your job for you.
You're going to do my job for me.
Exactly. Exactly.
You hear it? That jackboot thug pig just said? That jackboot thug pig just said you couldn't do my job. Hey, pig, I could do your job 1,000 times better than you. What you can't do is you can't do my job. You're not an executive. You can't create a business out of nothing. You're not an entrepreneur. You need someone to give you a paycheck, and what you're taking is being a parasite on the people as you're a tyrannist. You're a jackboot thug pig. You couldn't do my job? Bro, your job only requires that people follow orders. That's it. And be willing to take people to a rape cage. That's what your job entails. That's it. Follow orders, put people in torture cuffs. Your goal is to arrest people, impound their car, get money for the city. That's your whole job, jackboot thug pig. I do that job all day. I would never put any person here in torture cuffs. I would never do what you do to people, bro. You know what? He's correct. I couldn't do your job. I could not do that to people.
Exactly.
Okay.
I couldn't.
Texas temp tag.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I couldn't be a police officer?
Probably not.
Why?
Because you're not very personable, right?
You're not very personable. You have not to be personable. You have to put people in torture cuffs, steal their property, take them to the dungeon, make them pay a fine to get out, and then charge them with BS crimes.
So
I'm not very personable.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be harassed by you. I mean, if you call standing up for my rights and my dignity, not able, I can't reason with that.
Okay, so look, not everybody is a constitutional law scholar. Not everybody carries around a trifold with them with the case law in it and how to talk to cops. I'm going to do a whole how to use the trifold video. I'm just going to make one long video of how to use the trifold video. You have got to invoke your rights immediately. You can't play the back and forth game with them. Let me do that. Let guys like me and James Freeman and DPN and Batasow, let guys like us and Honor Your Oath, have guys like us go out and do that. Guys like Floyd Wallace at News Now Omaha, who's continually being arrested for you and for me. Let us do that. You have a family and children and a job, and that's what you do. My job is to push the system to where they arrest me if I have to be arrested. I don't want you to get arrested. I don't want to do a fundraiser for you. Don't leave me in the dungeon. Don't you leave me in that dungeon. I got an emergency GoFundMe. Don't you leave me in that dungeon.
That's impossible. Huh. That's ridiculous. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Looking at what I got? Why?
You what?
Huh?
He said, you're looking at what I got because they're looking through his car with a flashlight. They pulled him over for no good reason.
I hear you.
I didn't hear you.
Okay, well,
And look at what dicks they are.
I don't want to play this game. I just want to go home.
No, but the game already began. The game already started, Curtis.
Just look at the license plate. We don't have to go into this.
license?
You don't have to be YouTube famous.
What? Do you have a driver's license?
You want to be the second one that's YouTube
I want
famous?
your driver's license.
Right. Of course you want his driver's license, but there's no probable cause. There's no probable cause. You have to have a legitimate reason to stop somebody in their car.
You do? Okay. Oh, he's
want your
YouTube
driver's
famous.
license.
Oh, he's hiding his face behind the light because he doesn't want people to know that he's a jackboot thug pig.
YouTube famous. I mean, if you guys are going to treat this situation like a joke, I'm going to treat you like a joke.
Stop. So you have.
If you're not going to be reasonable, it's a joke.
Now, he's using the right words. The Fourth Amendment is a reasonableness standard, an unreasonable search or seizure. You can't unreasonably ask me for my ID. That's unreasonable. There's no reason to pull me over.
Am I right?
So you're not going to identify yourself to us?
All right, then why'd you pull me over? Why'd you pull me over?
She stopped you for your place.
So investigate the plate.
You still have to identify yourself to us.
You pulled me over for the wrong reason. There's no reasonable suspicion behind that, is there?
Do you even know what you're talking about?
Yes, he is actually. He's conflating a couple things, but you have to have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. There's no reasonable articulable suspicion of you. Cops can stop your car without a traffic infraction. Did you know that? Let me just touch on this for a moment. The police can stop your car without you violating the law. They can pull you over and say, we have reasonable articulable suspicion that this is the same car that was involved in a robbery a half a mile away. They don't need you to perform a traffic infraction to pull you over. So Curtis is saying the right thing here because there's no vehicle reason. There's no traffic code for the reason he was pulled over. So because he knows there's no traffic code, because he knows that his plate is correct, he then says, well, there's no reasonable articulable suspicion. He's jumping ahead in the game so that we already clarified that she could read the ADOT, Arizona Department of Transportation, temporary tag. So then when this other jackboot thug pig comes up, he says, there's no reasonable articulable suspicion. And then he says, do you even know what you're talking about? No, he does. He's right on the money, pig. You're not the money. You're the problem.
Do you?
Yes. Are you going to give us your driver's license?
Hey. Don't retract. Don't digress. Am I right? Yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So then let's get this over with. Run the plate. I already told you it's in Arizona. I said it like 4 times. Just run it through Arizona. Let's get me out of here. I don't want to go any further with you guys.
Hey, are you aware you have a tail light out? That's busted.
Hey, are you aware that that's not illegal? So don't even play that.
Technically, it is. Okay.
Technically, it's not.
Yeah. If
And you want to know how I know?
Oh, please tell me.
Because I looked it up.
Okay, what was the statute? You can drive around with busted brake lights?
My guy, if you want to know, look it up. You got a phone, don't you? I'm not playing this game with you. You're laughing and you think it's funny. But you're on my time, my guy. So I get to laugh, but you don't.
Oh, I can laugh.
You know why? Because you're treating me like a joke.
I'm not treating you like a joke.
So you are the joke. You get that? Do you understand that?
So I'm just going to real quick. Let me, everybody welcome Chuck Bronson to the stream. Good to see you, Chuck Bronson. Everybody make sure you get over here and subscribe to his channel. Check this out. He just said to the cop a moment ago that it's not required that he says, you have a tail light out. And he says, it's not required for me to have a tail light. Let me see what you guys can see. This is Texas code right here. Every motor vehicle shall carry on the rear either a part of the tail lamps or separately 2 or more red reflectors. Red reflectors on a vehicle shall reflect a red color. Red reflectors required on the rear of a vehicle may be incorporated with the tail lamp assembly. So exactly what Curtis was saying. He was telling them, I'm not breaking the law. It's right there. But as the video continues right here, you're going to see that the cops, none of them heard a single word he was saying. No one heard what he was saying at all. And they just kept on going, being tyrannists.
Officer, know why? Because you're treating me like a joke. It's phone, don't you? I'm not playing this game with you. You're laughing and you think it's funny. But you're on my time, my guy. So I get to laugh, but you don't.
Oh, I can laugh.
You know why? Because you're treating me like a joke.
I'm not treating you like a joke.
So you are the joke. You get that? Do you understand that, officer? Just leave me alone.
Hey, I'm just trying. Why are you shaking, man?
Why am I shaking? Get back.
I'm not getting back.
No, get back with what you're saying.
No, why are you shaking?
Yeah, have some respect. You see the sticker back there?
Which sticker?
Get back.
The sticker doesn't say get back.
Now you're being stupid.
I was trying to figure out what you're doing here. Hey, good news.
Why am I shaking? Get out of here.
Dude,
he said, I'm just trying to figure out what you're...
Which sticker?
Get back.
The sticker doesn't say get back.
Now you're being stupid.
I was trying to figure out what you're doing here.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing here. When did you become my daddy? I pray to God every day. You're not the God that I pray to. You're not God. You're not in charge of me. Take your candy ass and get the flock out of here. Because I'll tell you what, in a free world, you and I wouldn't be talking anymore. Once you've begun this harassment in a free man's world, if we went back to Hobbes' nature of man, and there was no rule of law, and you treated me like this, my friend, I would crush you. I would crush you. People ask all the time, Chille, why aren't you for a volunteerist or an anarchist society? Because could you imagine if for a moment, if they took the restraints off me and there was no rule of law and whatever was decided afterwards is how it would go, the people would get together and there would be judges and the whole thing. But if there's no rule of law that I can't do what I want to do to that jackboot thug pig, the rule of law is for men like me. I will follow the rule of law because I know if men like me become unhinged, this place turns into hell. This place turns into bellium omnium contra omnes. The phrase written by Thomas Hobbes in Leviathan that says it's a war of all men against all men. The rule of law is critical because if you guys don't know, if you took the gloves off me,
hey, good news.
Why am I shaking? Get out of here.
Dude, you're shaking like a leaf, man.
So?
You have a warrant for your arrest I don't know about that we're going to find out about?
Get out of here.
No, I'm not getting out of here right now.
You're disgusting.
He is.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry you are that way.
Okay. I feel like I'm talking to a child right now.
That's what I said.
You can't steal my lines.
Are you twisting it, sir?
I'm not twisting anything. I'm just telling you right
you
now,
are? You're twisting the situation? Hey,
anything.
guess what? You're going to be YouTube famous.
Hey, that's good, man. I'll get some views. Can you monetize it? That'd be nice.
A child, remember?
Hey, are you Curtis?
Curtis Kyle Clark, ma'am.
Okay,
March 11th, 1995.
Right there. Right there. Stop. You guys got to understand something. Full stop right here. He has now given that woman everything and beyond, even in a stop by an ID state with reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. That's all you got to give. Even if they have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, a real crime, all you have to give them is your name. If there's no actual probable cause, you don't give them your ID. So right there, as a Marine, he identified his full name and his date of birth. Right there, out. Like Vegas. No more. No more hands on the table. That's it. Everything he's required to do for you, Piggy, he just did. And now any further, give me your ID, any further of this nonsense is just all crap.
Okay, so you're identifying yourself now.
Yeah, are you dumb?
Stop.
Okay.
You know I just did.
Yeah.
Do you have a driver's license?
Why?
Are you identifying?
Did you run my plate?
All right.
Did you run my plate?
I was trying to talk to you, okay? I came up here. I let you know the reason why I pulled you over, and I was continuing to go on because you also have a tail light out, all right?
The tail light is not.
I was continuing to go on because.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm just getting more. I've watched this twice already. I'm getting more and more mad every time I watch it again.
You also have a tail light out, all right?
The tail light is not illegal. It
okay.
shines red.
Look at what an arrogant, pompous ass this woman is. Flores. Her name's Flores. It's right there on her tag. She dismissed what he said without opening up the supercomputer in her pocket and taking a 2-second glance.
Red, does it not? Go look. Go look. Is it red? Yeah. You only need 2 reflectors
that are red.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Am I right?
That are red. Are you going to let me talk? Are you going to let me talk? As a matter of fact, the answer is no. I got my phone out and I'm recording this and it says, let me talk right here. I got my trifold in my pocket that says, I don't have to let you talk. You can shut your fat piggy mouth. Shut your pig mouth. Hey, Judge, I'm telling her right now to shut her pig mouth. I'm showing her right now, Cohen versus California. This goes around your qualified immunity, you fat pig. And for my people who are fat, God bless you. I'm just being mean to a pig. I come from a really fat family, so I don't want anybody to think I'm fat shaming anybody. I don't want to use curse words, so I'm just trying to find the meanest thing I could say without possibly use vulgar language.
Yeah? Okay, so then why are you still here?
Okay. So are you going to identify yourself?
You're going to force me to? Or
He already did identify himself.
It's just a yes or
He
no.
already did.
Answer my question.
He identified.
Are you going to arrest me if I don't?
Identified.
Going to identify.
He
Are you going to
identified.
arrest me if I don't?
Okay, so I'm getting. Is that what?
I'm asking. No, I just asked
Hey,
you
you
a
cannot
question. I'm
answer.
trying to figure out why you want to see my ID.
He identified. She even said, so you're identifying yourself to me now? It's on video.
Man,
Answer
I've
your
already
question.
answered your question.
No, he identified and did not. You didn't look up that you don't need a tail light. You only need 2 reflectors. They have to be red.
I already told you why I pulled you over.
All right, I'll give you my ID then.
Okay, I appreciate
And wow. And so now, because she's escalating it, now she's violating his 4th Amendment. He doesn't have to give her ID. I don't recommend that you don't give your license when you get pulled over because they'll put you in a cage and then someone's going to call me and say, did you know that one of the members on Team DLZ is in jail because he didn't give his driver's license? That is not the advice that I gave you. That is not the advice that I gave you. I don't give legal advice. I just tell you what I would do. And what I would do, I would advise anybody else. When you get pulled over by the jackboot thug pigs, you have a copy of your registration and proof of insurance on a laminated card in your trifold up here. You put your hands in a football position. This hand gets buried into the seat so you can pivot with your phone. It's already recording. Make sure you can see yourself on the camera at all times. Then you reach up, you grab your trifold, you slip her your license, registration, and proof of insurance immediately. Don't get caught in that. I do not recommend you say, oh, you don't have any probable cause. I'm not going to give you my ID. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm going to get a phone call and they're going to say, I don't want to speak into existence. So-and-so's in jail, Chille. We got to get him out. And fundraiser for you. I explicitly said, when you get pulled over, you have your license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go. You got your trifold ready to go. You got your camera ready to go. That's what I'm talking about. Please do it properly. And now she's escalated it. So now the Marine who knows his rights has to give her his identification.
This is ridiculous. Shame on you, man.
Shame on you.
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 So this
Shame on
vehicle
you.
is from Arizona, that temp tag, and you live here in Texas?
I'm not in.
He never said he lived here in Texas. He never answered a single question about where he lives. She's now lying.
This vehicle is from Arizona, that temp tag, and you live here in Texas?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
You're not getting me deeper.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that driver's license.
All right. Is it okay if I reach in my bag?
You can get your driver's license, man.
Okay, what did I say? What did I say? You're going to reach into a bag. And by the way, for my friends who are melanated, don't go reaching into a bag. Don't do it. You're less likely to get murdered if you got this color. But if you're this color, don't go reaching into your bag for your drive. No, nuh-uh. It might not be her that shoots you. It might be the cop on the corner who didn't hear her say, oh, go ahead and reach in your bag. He didn't hear that part because he was texting Mary Jane Rottencrotch. And so he's texting Mary Jane Rottencrotch on his phone over here. He turns around. All of a sudden, he looks, you're reaching in your bag. He never heard the other pig say, go ahead and reach in your bag. That cop blows the back of your head clean off. Your face comes out your eyes. Do not reach into your bag. For the love of God, don't reach. Do not reach. Jesus. You get your ish up on your God bless advisor. Everything is up here. Everything goes up here. Or you're going to die in America. for reaching for your identification. It is so real. I'm featuring this video so that maybe, just maybe, my video won't get demonetized. All my videos are getting hammered, okay? But before this, before I could show you the videos I saw earlier today where they died. If you don't understand how serious it is, you don't watch as many videos as I do. Don't reach into your bag. Get your God-blessed license up on your visor in a laminated form. So all you have to do, if you don't have your license on you, you got a laser copy of it right here. It's laminated front and back. Cop says, I want the real thing. And you say, I forgot my wallet, officer, but I got it right there. There it is. It's on camera. You can look it up, and that's me. If he's going to unreasonably seize you for that because you don't have your real license on you, if you got your real license on you, give it to him. But don't freaking reach for it. Please don't reach for it.
Is that a yes?
Go ahead and grab your driver's license, man.
Yeah. Well,
so now listen carefully to the sequence here, because there's other cops looking in through the windows.
You can get your driver's license, man.
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
You're not getting me deeper.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that driver's license.
All right. Is it okay if I reach in my bag?
You can get your driver's license, man.
Is that a yes?
Go ahead and grab your driver's license, man.
Yeah. Well,
now, are we sure the other cops know? Are we sure the other cops know that it's okay for me to reach in my bag? Are we sure about that?
ridiculous.
Oh, but she got to make sure she has the super 5000 mag light, because you never know. All are scared.
There's a reason you're shining your lights on my camera, right?
So I could see what you're grabbing.
On my camera?
No, it's pointing
No,
towards your
you're trying to stay out of the light because you know you're in the darkness.
Hey, we're filming too, so it's all gonna be.
Chat, if you're never got body cam footage, if you're a corpse, if you're a dead body, you're never going to get the cam footage. You know, right now there's a dead body that we'll cover in the next video, and they can't get the camera footage. Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. The woman who got the baby pried out of her arms, they can't get all the deputies' camera footage.
Yeah, but yours isn't going on YouTube.
I don't know. I might get it. Who wants to get that body cam footage? Who wants to get that body cam footage?
Look at that. A-Dot.
A-Dot, this is, I don't know what this is, man. This is not a driver's license.
It's not. Open it.
Like I said,
It's a temporary tag. What do you think that is?
I've asked you for
A
the driver's
temporary
license, man.
license. Oh,
He's got a temporary driver's license. You know, the piece of paper they mail you or they give you at the DMV?
did he find it? He did. Oh my
Do
goodness.
you have a driver's license card? That's what I had asked.
Look,
Man, it looks like you're operating on an expired driver's license.
I am. Where's it expired?
It says 8/30/2020.
You guys are looking for any reason to arrest me or put something on me. You're asking if I have warrants? Shame on you. I'm a veteran. I served this country.
Okay. Have you ever had a Texas driver's license?
Why?
Have you had a Texas license?
Why? No, I'm not. I plead the
So
fifth.
okay, so when I pull you up, I'll be able to pull up a Texas driver's license. I'm asking you.
I never said that.
Where do you live?
So
So they continue to ask him questions. Do you hear how many times they're asking him questions over and over and over? On your trifold right here on the new version, it says, don't ask me where I'm going from. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me any questions. I do not agree to any searches and seizures. It has a whole laundry list of questions they already asked right on your trifold. You just show it to them and you say, I'm not going to answer. I plead the fifth. He said he pled the fifth. How many, 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago? He said he pled the fifth on the second question that she asked. I plead the fifth, he said. They're continuing to ask him questions because you didn't invoke your Fifth Amendment right on paper, and you didn't show the paper to the cop and then show the paper to the camera and then tell the camera, hey, judge, I just told her I invoked my Fifth Amendment right. You have to have the literature on you. If you can't afford $9 to get my downloadable, hit me up. I'll give it to you for free, for nothing. Spend my time, my brain for you, bro. so that you invoke your Fifth Amendment right away. And then you tell the camera, I have my Fifth Amendment right, and the questioning me. They're serious. They're serious. They really are trying to find a way to arrest you. They're looking for a way to put you in cuffs and take you to the dungeon. They're looking for it, for a way they can cuff you up. So they're serious, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you know they're serious about arresting you. Put a 1 in the chat if you know they're serious about arresting your son or your daughter or your mom or your dad. They're serious. This is the reason why I do what I do. They are dead effing serious about stealing your car, impounding it, stealing you, stealing your loved ones so the state can make more money. Why do you think I give away the product I sell for free? How come? I'm freaking serious too.
Well, I plead the Fifth.
Okay.
I gave you my license.
But just real quick, let's just go back 5 seconds. Now listen to this 15 seconds of question. Listen to how many times they question him.
Serve this country.
60-year-old.
Okay. Have you ever had a Texas driver's license?
Why?
Have you had a Texas
Why?
driver's license?
Why? No, I'm not.
Okay.
I plead the
So
Fifth.
So if I pull you up, I won't be able to pull up a Texas driver's license. I'm asking you.
I never
2 questions.
said that.
Where do you live?
So I plead the Fifth.
Okay.
I gave you my license.
3 questions in 15 seconds. 2 from her, 1 from him. In 15 seconds.
I'm done.
After he pled the Fifth.
Plead the Fifth.
After he pled the Fifth 10 minutes ago. But once you plead the Fifth, you don't say any other words. You just stop
You had an
talking.
accident recently?
I plead the Fifth.
It's another question. He's violating his oath to the office. He's violating his oath. Look, he's literally looking for a way to arrest you. I'm serious. He's looking for a way to arrest you right now. And look at the performance he's doing because he's on camera. How many of you guys, when you're out in the middle of the night, in the middle of Arizona desert, do that kind of show with the camera? He's just doing a little, he's just literally performing on camera like a monkey. This is what I should do when I'm on camera. Act like I'm investigating. Look at the smug look on his face. What a jackboot thug pig.
Shame.
Shame.
From Arizona?
I plead the Fifth.
Another question.
Shame.
From Arizona?
I plead the Fifth. I plead the Fifth. I plead the Fifth. I plead the Fifth. I plead the Fifth.
Okay, that's fine. We're gonna sit here.
I plead the Fifth. I don't want to talk to you. Please leave me alone.
It's no longer a consensual conversation. This is now harassment. I want this guy to reach out to me. I put several comments on his page to get a hold of him.
You're antagonizing me. I feel antagonized. Please leave me alone. I feel antagonized. Please leave me alone. Please stop laughing at me. I feel antagonized. Stop provoking me, please.
Wow, this is like junior high school bullying. This is really literally bullying.
Please leave me alone. Stop provoking me. Please leave me alone.
Your sergeant you requested is right behind me.
Hey, how's it going?
Sergeant
Cunningham with the Fort Police Department. How can I help you?
Now this guy's going to walk up and lie to him as well. Absolutely lie.
Sergeant, what's your name?
Sergeant Cunningham.
Sergeant
With the
Cunningham.
Fort Worth Police Department. How can I help
Fort
you?
Worth Police Department. I'm just on my way home. I'm trying to figure out why they're harassing me. I want to go home.
They
And
observed a traffic violation.
what was the traffic violation?
The failure of the lights are not working properly.
That wasn't
And
that.
unreadable license plate.
That's not
temporary
what
tag.
she said when she got here. And the brakes work. You only need 2 reflectors in Texas.
No, that's not true.
I can look. I can pull it up on
Okay.
ADOT right now,
Go ahead.
or on
You're free
Texas
to.
DPS.
That's something that you're free to take to the judge.
All right. If you want to
and
give me
talk
a
about that.
ticket, give me the ticket. I'll see you in court.
How long did it take me to look it up on this channel just now with you guys? It took me literally, what, 5 seconds? I paused the video, looked it up, showed you guys the law in Texas, came back here that says that he's right. Everybody do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
It's ridiculous, Sergeant. that you guys are doing this, you can just look it up, can't you?
Look what up?
My plate.
Yes, we can look your plate up.
So then why am I here?
There's multiple traffic violations that they observed, so they conducted a traffic
stop.
There's 0 violations. There's absolutely none. It's a lie from beginning to end. It's a fake stop. They're harassing him. They've harassed him the whole time.
Adding stuff because they're bad cops. They're
wow. Nailed it, Marine.
They're playing on some malicious stuff. It's not an opinion. It's all on video. It's pretty. It's able to be like, realized.
Okay.
And by the way, why does he have to point his flashlight at him? I mean, look at that. You know what? I'll tell you honestly, and you guys have seen me do it. I put that to an end immediately. When they put the light in my face, I say, take it out of my eyes. Do it now or we're done. You don't get to sit and... How many people, when you talk to them, sit and flash a light in your eyes? How many people, when you talk to them, I mean, does anybody put a 1 in the chat if that's totally unreasonable? They've had cops around him the whole time looking in his car. Now the supervisor walks up and puts the light in his face as he's speaking. What are we talking about here?
All right.
Just
it's
look.
Not cool, Sergeant. I think you should work on your subordinates. And it might say something about you if you're letting this happen, Sergeant.
It's the policies and procedures. People say, man, why do you hate all cops? They sign up and agree to do exactly what they're doing now to free Americans.
Okay, so what you're saying is that if there are traffic violations, that my officer should overlook those.
The whole thing's a lie. There's no traffic violation anywhere at all.
Yes, Sergeant.
Okay, so
no, that's not what I'm saying, Sergeant. Don't patronize me.
I'm just curious.
Okay, so right here. Okay, right here. I'm gonna play that part again, and I'm gonna ask you again to use your trifold, and don't talk to them. He could have just taken the violation, had it on camera, went to court, then contacted someone like myself who has a network of people in Texas. I got people in Texas. And we would go after them with you together. But you get it on camera, and then you send me that video, and then I invoke the DLZ network, DLZ team. We have people all over the country in every different state who will help you. Every day I get dozens of letters volunteering to help every week. Every week I get people saying, hey, how can I help? How can I be a part of it? He went into a back and forth with the cop, and the cop twisted his words. And because he's not a litigator for a living, he's a Marine, he gets caught up in that manipulation of his words. You use your trifold. You don't talk.
Curious.
No, subordinates. And it might say something about you if you're letting this happen, Sergeant.
Now listen to how, so he said his piece, which is intelligent. But now listen to how this pig is going to twist his words.
Okay, so what you're saying is that if there are traffic violations, that my officer should overlook those.
Now, there's no right answer to that. If you say yes, they should overlook those, then you don't want to adhere to the rule of law like everybody else. What makes you special? Believe me, I just gave you guys earlier, we all got to adhere to the rule of law or men would kill each other. If you say no, then you agree that you should be pulled over and that you should have to acquiesce to their tyranny. You don't talk to them. Have you stopped beating your wife yet? Answer that. Have you stopped abusing your children yet, lady? Answer the question. It's impossible to answer. He put the question into a context that is unanswerable.
Yes, Sergeant.
Okay. So
no, that's not what I'm saying, Sergeant. Don't patronize me.
I'm just curious.
He wasn't patronizing you. He was looping you in so that you look like the a-hole.
No, Sergeant, you know what's going on, Sergeant.
Traffic violation.
What's the traffic violation?
Now he's claimed the moral high ground.
Look it up. Let me pull it up right now. If I pull it up right now and I prove that it's not illegal, are you still going to give me the ticket?
I'm not issuing you a citation.
You're the sergeant.
That's right. I'm not. I didn't.
You're the sergeant. Don't play me like that. I was in the Marine Corps. I know how it works. You're going to play it like that? Shame on you. You're the reason they're bad cops, Sergeant. You're the leader.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, I don't feel that way. That's the way it is. And I feel about what is the way it is because it's a fact. Sergeant,
okay.
This is shameful. Shame on you, Sergeant. See that. You know, you see what's happening to our country, don't you? And you're just going to go along with it, right? Why? Why, Sergeant? Because your ego's in the way? Why?
I don't have an ego about this whole traffic stop. I'm not invested in it whatsoever.
Sergeant, that's not good enough.
Okay.
That's not good enough, Sergeant.
So what would you like done? What is the issue that you have with what my officer?
I have an issue with me doing nothing illegal, going home. I went to go get some In-N-Out. Okay. And you're going to stop me and harass me? He's going to fucking laugh at me like that? No. That is shameful. You don't do that to citizens, especially fucking veterans that protect this fucking country. Foreign and abroad. Current or veteran. You don't do that to people. Veteran or not. Respect, keep us safe. What is this terrorizing your own people? What is that shit? I didn't fucking serve for that, for you to do that. And he's saying I can't be a cop. No, I can't, not like this. I couldn't serve under you, Sergeant. What's that shit? You see it, don't you? Stop it. Be the change, Sergeant. You lead them. I'm serious.
What would you like for us to do for you?
Right there. DLZ clips. DLZ clips. There is your clip. Clip that as soon as this video is over. You clip that last 60 seconds. There it is right there. You know, I mean, who wants to listen to that just one more time? This is this guy, and the reason why I've left 20 comments on his page and said, please contact me, please contact me, please contact me, because I have to go to Oklahoma. And I don't know when I'm going to go to Oklahoma, but I have to go there sooner or later, right? And so when I go to Oklahoma, I want to go and sit down and talk to this veteran. Let's listen to that just one more time, and then I'll just continue to let it play. But this rant is epic. Fucking epic. In a minute 30 seconds, he says absolutely everything that needs to be said. And I mean, I got goosebumps up and down my arms. This is the most epic, perfect rant that I've heard all year. This is better than anything I've ever said. This is the best thing I've ever heard. Because you know why? Because it's true. Because it's true. So let's go back to the beginning of that rant.
Like that? Oh, don't you, and you're just going to go along with it. You don't feel that way. That's the way it is. You split up right now.
Traffic violation.
What's the...
Okay, here it is. Here it is. So it starts at 15:06. Listen to this. I think it's about 2 minutes. Listen to this and just listen to every single word. And this is why I dedicated this whole live stream to this exact man, to Curtis.
Traffic violation. Look it up. Let me pull it up right now. If I pull it up right now and I prove that it's not illegal, are you still going to give me the ticket?
I'm not issuing you a citation.
Okay, so right here at 15:17, when the
I prove that it's not illegal. Are you still going to give me the ticket?
Okay, right here. He asks him, are you still going to give me the ticket? Now, I come from a long military family. The way that I was raised by my uncle, for every minute I was late coming home, I was grounded for 1 week. That's the way it was. I was 7 minutes late coming home my senior year in high school. 7 minutes. My uncle cut me some slack. He only grounded me for a month. My senior year. To the yard. Okay? That's the discipline that I know. When you're in the military, the person above you, the sergeant, the lieutenant, the commander, the major, the person above you can come in and look at his subordinates and say, what are you guys doing? Knock it off. Put that away. Shut your mouth. Get on your face. Go do this. It can happen immediately. So when this Marine says to the sergeant, are you going to let these men act in this way? The response that the sergeant gives to the Marine now knows it's a lie. He knows what the sergeant is saying is a line of absolute shit. And so for that, he's going to say everything we've all been thinking and we all know to be true, even going back and saying, you're right, I could not be a cop. I could never serve under you. This is the best rant I've heard all year long, and I am nothing but impressed by this man. Nothing but impressed by you, Curtis. You nailed it, bro. Here it is.
I'm not issuing you a citation.
You're the sergeant.
That's right. I'm not. I didn't.
You're the sergeant. Don't play me like that. I was in the Marine Corps. I know how it works. And you're going to play it like that? Shame on you. You're the reason they're bad cops, Sergeant. You're the leader.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, I don't feel that way. That's the way it is. And I feel about what is the way it is because it's a fact. Sergeant,
okay. This
is shameful. Shame on you, Sergeant. See that. You know, you see what's happening to our country, don't you? And you're just going to go along with it, right? Why? Why, Sergeant? Because your ego's in the way? Why?
I don't have an ego about this whole traffic stop. I'm not invested in it whatsoever.
Sergeant, that's not good enough.
Okay.
That's not good enough, Sergeant.
So what would you like done? What is the issue that you have with what my officer?
I have an issue with me doing nothing illegal, going home. I went to go get some In-N-Out. Okay. And you're going to stop me and harass me? He's going to fucking laugh at me like that? No. That is shameful. You don't do that to citizens, especially fucking veterans that protect this fucking country. Foreign and abroad. Current or veteran. You don't do that to people. Veteran or not. Respect, keep us safe. What is this terrorizing your own people? What is that shit? I didn't fucking serve for that, for you to do that. And he's saying I can't be a cop. No, I can't, not like this. I couldn't serve under you, Sergeant. What's that shit? You see it, don't you? Stop it. Be the change, Sergeant. You lead them. I'm serious.
What would you like for us to do for you tonight?
I want to go home.
Okay.
Bam!
As soon as they finish conducting a traffic stop, you'll be able to go home.
Shame on you, Sergeant.
You haven't identified.
I just said the sergeant has the ability to tell them, knock it off. Have a nice night, Sergeant. Have a nice night, Marine. That's it. And now the sergeant pig is going to lie again one more time.
As soon as they finish conducting traffic stop.
Listen, he says you haven't identified yourself.
Shame on you, Sergeant.
You haven't identified yourself, so they're having issues with
I
that.
did. I already gave her my license.
Okay.
Bunch of lying
Just
pigs.
doing a standard check to make sure that you don't have any warrants and your driver's license is valid.
I don't have warrants, do I?
I don't know. I've been
It doesn't take
talking
that
with you.
long. They should go ask them.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Change.
Okay.
Do better. I'm shaking. I wonder why. I'm being terrorized by my own people that are supposed to look out for me and protect me. I couldn't be a cop. You couldn't be a Marine. Bruh. Semper Fidelis.
This man's got the floor. I don't want to interrupt him. put yourself in his position right now. You're there right now.
Let's all stand up to them, America. This isn't right. Our fathers didn't want this. This is where it starts. We all know it. Our government, look at this. Where's the respect? Where's the care? Where's the love? Did you forget it? Why? Stop looking at yourself and look at someone else. Go volunteer.
I want to live it with him. After he did that epic rant, how are they going to treat him?
All right, man. Here's that registration. I'm just gonna give you a warning tonight. There's nothing that, you know, obviously you're upset about something.
About what?
Okay,
about what?
Okay.
Don't obfuscate.
okay.
It's
Like I
very clear what just happened.
Okay, man.
And I don't deserve to have to go through this shit.
Okay, so I already
All right?
explained to you the
So
reason.
don't act like you're doing me a favor. Let me go. And
Okay.
stop. Just
So-
stop. Nothing else has to be said. You know what
Okay.
just happened.
So I already explained the reasons why I pulled you over. We conduct an investigation. All right. I
You
asked
don't
guys
have to justify yourself.
I'm just letting you know, like I said, everything.
You know why? Because it's already been justified. Look up.
Okay.
Look up. He's
All
like,
Any questions for me?
he sees everything.
Any questions for me?
Why are you doing this?
Okay.
Stop.
Have a great night.
I can't now, can I? God bless America. And God curse those actions. And God bless those cops to do their job with pride, dignity, with care.
So I'm going to drop the link here in the chat, but we're not done yet. We're actually going to go into, so make sure you guys get over here, drop him a comment, Curtis Clark. I'm going to put the link in the chat right this second. Get over here and drop him a comment right there that Delete Laws sent you over, and that I want to meet him. It's not very often that I want to meet someone and shake their hand, but this man is a national treasure. What his, you know, and his epic rant, I'm gonna put it up. I'll probably put it up tonight. I'll probably cut that short tonight and put it up. His epic rant, when I put his epic rant up, I want every single one of you guys to share it. This man is, he freaking nailed it. Everything that you and I are experiencing right now, our government is attacking us. They are attacking us. They are literally capitalistic vultures, and you are the intestines and the guts that the bird wants to dig out of the prey, that it scoops up off the ground and flies away. And you can't have the same weapons they have, and you can't have body armor, and you can't, there's all these rules and laws that we are so used to being willing to follow the rule of law, that we're so willing to acquiesce and be good people. You know, we want to get along so badly. We all try so hard to get along. We all want to be liked. Everybody wants to be liked at some level, right? We all do. It's natural. It's human nature. And then you get to a point where you're pushed so far by these cops, by this system of oppression that starts at the top down, which is why I'm running for governor. I'm going to run for governor, and I'm going to win. And I'm going to win because I'm honest and forthright, and I will be totally transparent and show everything that they're doing. I hope I don't get killed, because I'm going to show everything. We're going to change policing from the top down. This vulture system of government has got to go. And we can't do it with violence. We will never beat our government with violence. They're organized. They have paramilitary groups. They have dudes with 80s IQ on bases right now telling them, you have to make sure you save America. You have to make sure you save America. All the dudes on the base have an 80 IQ, 75, 80 IQ. They train them all day long, 6 hours a day. And all they tell them is that if there's a social uprising, you guys are going to go in and save America, save the Constitution, save America. And these guys with 80 IQ will come in here and kill us. 60 IQ. They will come and kill us. We can't do it that way. We have to do it by using our First Amendment right, petition, speech, press. Have to use our rights, assemble. We're assembling here. That's why if they kick me off YouTube, find me. I'll never stop. I will never, ever, ever, ever. Curtis Clark in Arizona or in Texas, wherever you are, sir, I give you my word. The man who actually served this country and went and served to be a Marine and is a veteran of this country. I give you my word, sir, because of you, not just you alone, because of you, I will never stop until we change this law enforcement society. I mean, what are we talking about here? If you're going to law enforce on people, then what are you doing? Looking for laws they broke. If you're going to rights protect people, you're looking to protect people's rights. It's a fundamental shift in thinking. Do you know, in hockey, I was raised in Alaska. On the ice, there's two different kinds of players. There's players and there's enforcers. There's scorers. There's a few different labels. But one of the labels in hockey, on a hockey team, is the enforcer. He's a very good hockey player, but he's also very good at enforcing. And so they have a specific name within police as well, people called enforcers. And today specifically, my hand is more numb than it typically has been. So probably why I'm full of piss and vinegar. And they have people in policing who are enforcers. And so when you call someone an enforcer, what do? They right? So now when we continue to perpetuate the name law enforcer, we are allowing them to continue this brand of oppression. We don't want law enforcers. You signed up to be a peace officer. We want peace officers who have cameras on them that wear peace officer suits. So we know where the peace is, where we can get help. Where if we go anywhere within your presence, we're going to be on camera and we know that we're going to be safe. It's just not where we actually are getting. So if you go to Curtis Clark's page, though, he's got some videos here that
assault with the deadly weapon, and it's their hearts. That cup's deep, America. I'm a human being, aren't I? 22 veterans a day. They want to make it 23 today. You're not one of the tyrants, are you?
No. What's up? What do you need?
You do seem pretty chill. I'm happy to see there are some out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try and start this off right, and I'm going to take a break from YouTube for a couple days. So, hello, America. Apparently, the cops are watching my videos, too, and they're getting a little sad about it, because I just had one take a right turn behind me, and he was pretty far back, and he left his right blinker on, and he just sped at me. So I put my hazards on. I flashed them for a quick second, and then he gets real close to me, and then I throw my right turn blinker on, and he's just tailgating me, and I'm waiting for somewhere to turn into. Then I go to turn in, and he's getting inches away from me, or it looked like it. So I don't know. These cops are not doing good things, and if you're one of those cops, look at your heart, because I'm a human being, right? You see my eyes? Hello, man. The cool thing is, God looks out for me, and I had a feeling. I took a picture of the meter and everything, so I can upload that stuff. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm new, so you guys are going to have to be patient with me. some aren't. The cool thing is, God looks out for me, and I had a feeling. I took a picture of the meter and everything, so I can upload that stuff. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm new, so you guys are gonna have to be patient with me. Some aren't. The cool thing is, God looks out for me, and I had a feeling. I took a picture of the meter and everything, so I can upload that stuff. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm new, so you guys are gonna have to be patient with me. Some aren't. The cool thing is, God looks out for me, and I had a feeling. I took a picture of the meter and everything, so I can upload that stuff. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm new, so you guys are gonna have to be patient with me. Some aren't. The cool thing is, so I was working on becoming a dog trainer for veterans, right? Give them service dogs and fighting that way. But it looks like this is gonna be a thing now, and I'm gonna be on here for a while with this stuff. So let's do it.
So, yeah, you know, I'm going to get him on. I'll get his Cash App. I'll raise a bunch of money for this guy. You guys know I will. You know it. The team's here. Glenn, Ego Checker, Chevy, Bruce, Jessica. The team is here. The team is here. Gloria, DLZ Clips, GMA, Ronnie. The team is here. I'm going to get this guy on, and we're going to raise a bunch of money for him. We're going to raise a bunch of money for this guy. We're going to raise a few grand for him. That's what we're going to do. So it's tough, right? Like this guy is truly, truly a patriot. He's truly a patriot. Like he's so raw and so real. And it's just unbelievable what an amazing person he is.
Can I ask, is there?
So let me switch gears real quick. Everybody do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's shake that out. Let's shake that out. Woo! Shake that out. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was so deep. That was so deep. That man, you know, I watched this already a couple of times, the whole video through, and I was doing stuff in my space, and when I watched it the first time, I was like just so riveted. It was just, you know, just listening to this guy. So, whew, God bless you, Curtis. I hope you reach out to me. I'm going to help you, dude. So, woo, we're going to help that guy. All right, listen, let's switch gears. Everybody do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just real quick, I'm going to show you guys another video. This video is like what Curtis just said, how cops are horrible. Welcome to delete laws. That's all we do is show it. We just show how horrible they are. And now what I'm doing, because I don't want to get demonetized constantly, I'm finding videos now where I'm just seeing the worst of them, and I don't have to show them killing people, because you'll get to see in this video that this cop is horrible. I mean, this cop is horrible. Everything that you don't want, everything you don't want is epitomized in this cop. Do me a favor, drop in the comment section real quick. OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. You guys listen, I got shirts. You guys look at my last video. I got shirts. And tomorrow, after tomorrow, when I ship these shirts, I'm done selling t-shirts. So I got shirts. Look online, and I'll let you know if I have your size. And tonight's the last night, and then I'm done. I'm not selling shirts ever again unless there's a drop shipper. But this cop epitomizes everything wrong, just like those other cops do. But this is great because the guy, I'll let you watch.
Is there a specific reason for your?
Well, there's always a reason, but I'm not going to share it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be on my way. Have a good day.
You're going to stay here for a second.
Are you detaining me?
Yes.
In Hibbing, Minnesota, that is Police Sergeant Brent Everett. The sergeant has stopped Ryan Swanson, who runs the YouTube site Good Citizen of the North. Moments earlier, Swanson was filming government buildings on public property.
You may have a very legitimate reason. Can you explain that to me? Or you don't care to explain that? Can I see your identification, please?
Have I broken the law?
I don't know, but people take things very seriously when it comes to public safety and military safety. And if you've been walking around the property photographing things, I don't think it's unreasonable for me to ask.
Okay, hold on a second. Before we hear this guy's commentary, he's a lawyer. So DLZ Clips, find his channel, please, Good Citizen of the North, so I can put his link in the chat and in the video presentation. But so I typically always identify myself, but I don't know if I'm going to anymore, because the cop walks up to him for filming and says, "Let me see your ID." Oh, we're very cautious of police installations and police installations. My God, already they're putting army bases here, and military installations, as though him filming on the public street where they have cameras for the state everywhere is somehow is he going to sell that to the Iraqis? Where's the footage going? Is Saddam Hussein calling from the grave? What was Gaddafi? You guys remember Gaddafi? What did he say? What's he going to do with the footage? Timothy McVeigh's dead, bro. And now we know that we're going to beat you we're going to beat you guys eventually. We're going to beat you bad, horrible cops.
It's not unreasonable for a police officer to ask for ID, but it is against the Constitution and settled case law to demand an ID without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime.
Now, you asked me a few questions when I got here for my name and badge number, and I was more than willing to provide that with you.
Which I believe you're required to do.
Yep.
I'm not.
Well, if we have reason to believe you may be involved in criminal activity,
you need a reasonable articulable suspicion that I am or I'm about to commit a crime to be able to detain
So
me.
what are you up
So what am I being detained for?
for identification purposes?
In order to ID me, I had to have broken a law.
This activity on 23rd.
So they want to be able to detain you because they're suspicious of you, and then you have to give them your identification because they're suspicious of you. That's the whole point. The government wants a database of everybody in any area at any time. That's why you don't want them to have license plate readers. There's a whole host of things that you can get rid of with executive power that I will get rid of.
Street, Brooklyn Drive, all of one mail. Okay. So here's the thing.
So here's the deal.
Tell me who you are, and I can have you on your way very easily. And you can.
Here's the thing. At this point in time, it's an illegal detainment because I have broken no law. Okay. I'm in the process of breaking no law, and I intend to break no law. You have no suspicions of any of those three. Okay. So therefore, you have no right to detain me or try to ID me.
That might be what you think.
That's what I know.
That's the United States Constitution. That's all. That's all it is.
Oh. But you can tell me, and I can get you on your way.
Am I being detained or?
You can tell me, and then I'll get you. So in other words, if you don't, then I'm going to kidnap you using Terry versus Ohio. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have really prefaced this properly. What you're seeing is a Terry stop. This is a Terry stop. He's walked up he's the cop claiming to have sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution, has walked up to a free man on the street who's holding a camera and said, "I have now detained you." So that is a Terry stop. That's Terry versus Ohio. Is qualified immunity needed to invoke a Terry stop? No. How does the cop enter into your life? Through a Terry stop? Yeah. So now, at this point, now that the cop was allowed to enter into his life through a policy created by the Supreme Court, not ever legislated, the cop can now beat him up, and then he'll invoke qualified immunity. But first, he has to stop me and detain me, freeze me, arrest me, stop my motion. If I'm detained, I'm like the Star Trek from the 1980s. Boop. Remember that? They would shoot the magical boop, and then the guy, and they'd be frozen. The stun gun that froze people but didn't hurt them. They just were frozen like this, and then they'd come out and they're, oh, okay, I'm fine now.
Or am I free to go?
No, you are not free to go.
Okay. I exercise my right to remain silent.
With Swanson exercising his right, Sergeant Everett calls for backup. And when that backup arrives, Sergeant Everett escalates and becomes hostile.
Told you I'm exercising my right to remain silent.
Set your cameras down.
No, I have every right to record.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now, and you are going to follow my commands or you're going to go to jail.
Oh, I'll tell you what I would do. I would sue your ass, bro, because I would not follow your commands. I hope Citizen of the North sued this jackboot thug pig.
I'm going to detain you in handcuffs.
Are you his supervisor?
I'm going to detain you in handcuffs for my...
You're going to follow my commands or you're going to go to jail. I'm going to detain you in handcuffs.
Are you his supervisor?
No,
Whoa.
I'm the supervisor.
Can I get your
Turn
supervisor,
around,
please?
put your hands behind your back.
This is an illegal detainment. Go to the ground. Put it down.
Comply.
I'm not resisting.
Yes, you are.
I am not at all. Nothing is tense. I'm completely loose.
You got his arm behind his back? Yep. Here, I'm coming back. Sure hope you didn't damage your cameras.
That was Sergeant
Oh my God.
Everett mocking Swanson's now broken camera.
It's an illegal search. I do not consent to any searches or seizures of my person or property.
Arrest, so
Arrest for what?
based on the U.S. Constitution, we have the right to search you under search incident to arrest.
What are you arresting me for?
Obstructing.
Obstructing what?
Legal process.
What legal process?
And that's
Whoa. Let's listen to that word salad one more time. Listen to what this
Or seizures of my person or
under
property.
arrest, so
Yep.
you're under arrest. Now listen to what he's under arrest for.
Arrest for what?
based on the U.S. Constitution,
Based on the Constitution and not statute or code? Okay.
we have the right to search you.
You don't have a right to search him under the Fourth Amendment, unreasonable searches and seizures. There is no probable cause, so you have no, under the Constitution specifically, under Terry versus Ohio, you can pat him down for weapons, but you can't tackle him and arrest him. That's not even a Terry stop. This is completely illegal. Under the U.S. Constitution, what part? What part says I can just tackle you? Under search incident? Is that what they put?
Under search incident to arrest.
Under search incident to arrest. Really? What part of the Constitution does that? Because I know I'm a constitutional law scholar. I know there's guys like Noah Feldman and Ian Millhouse, these guys who know a lot more than I do. But I've read the Constitution. I've read the Bill of Rights.
Arrest for what?
Based on the U.S. Constitution, we have the right to search you under search incident to arrest.
What are you arresting me for?
Obstructing.
Obstructing what?
Legal process.
Remember, all of this is under the U.S. Constitution, is what he's saying. That you can be arrested for obstructing legal process.
What legal process?
And that's a key point because this process is unlawful without an underlying crime. You cannot charge somebody with obstructing a police officer's commands unless the suspect is obstructing a lawful investigation. This investigation was not lawful, and yet Hibbing police kept escalating.
For what?
Obstructing.
Obstructing what? I broke no laws. You were investigating nothing.
It's suspicious activity
And
when you're
what is that, a
photographing.
misdemeanor or a felony?
Suspicious activity is not arrestable. It's detainable if there's a single articulable fact of criminality. So if the cop says to you, you're being detained, if you say, am I being detained or am I free to go? He says, you're being detained. For what am I being detained for? Reasonable articulable suspicion. Okay. What singular articulable fact of criminality do you have that I am or am about to commit a crime? What is that singular articulable fact? Because I'm getting this on camera for the lawsuit. Go ahead and list it, or I'm going to go because this is illegal detainment. That's how you handle it.
Suspicious activity, a misdemeanor or a felony, Sergeant? Which one is it?
It's Terry versus Ohio, and it's reasonable articulable suspicion containing a singular articulable fact of criminality.
You are now illegally searching my backpack.
After illegally detaining Swanson and damaging his property, the officers continued to search his things. Then they took Swanson to jail and booked him on obstruction. When Swanson was released, he sued the Hibbing Police Department for false arrest. His criminal charge got dropped, and then when Swanson's lawsuit against the police finally went to court, Swanson was victorious. This one illegal arrest cost the city of Hibbing, Minnesota, $36,000 and tens of thousands more in legal fees and courtroom resources. Still, there's no indication that Sergeant Brent Everett received any reprimand or was punished.
And so, but how did he enter into his life? This is an important question here. Now he sued and he won, and the cop has qualified immunity. So at this point, qualified immunity is an important thing for the copper. But the way he entered into his life, the way that Citizen of the North got arrested and taken to the dungeon, was the cop said, I'm using the 1968 holding of Terry versus Ohio that says my suspicion can detain you. And then once his suspicion detained him, then when the other cop got there, that detainment meant take you to the ground, jump on top of you, break your camera. These are our policies of detainment. I get to take you down. That each and every police department across America gets to set their own policy of what detainment means. So that means the policy of them could be that if this police officer believes in his mind, if he has objective reasonableness, that you could be possibly violent, the policy of the police department includes in the detainment policy that you could be taken down to the ground. So,
in any fashion. But the internet has done its thing. Soon after Ryan Swanson won this case, people from across the United States posted so many online comments and messages trashing the Hibbing police, the department had to take down its social media comment pages. In any case, respect to Ryan Swanson, known as Good Citizen of the North. He knew his rights, held the tyrant cops accountable, and got a court to agree that police ignorance is wrong.
Let's pop over there real quick, and let's give him a subscribe here. Let's give him a subscription. Only 14,000 subscribers, and this guy's a Patriot. We'll watch it in 1 second, but oh man, let's get him some. How's he doing? Let's get him some Oh man, are you kidding me? What? He's only had 181 people subscribe this month. Oh, dude, listen, we are an amazing community. So let's videos. Let's go to his popular videos, and this one was from 5 years ago. But let's just go latest. First Amendment a year ago. Does he have any shorts? He doesn't have any shorts. Okay. Wow. So he's not a really like an auditor. He's sorry about that. So First Amendment audit, Farmerville, Virginia. It's only a minute. Let's check it out. He's just doing the work. He's just going in, putting his camera, let them know that he's filming. This is the one we just saw. So let's drop a comment on this one. This is the one we watched. Give him a like on that. And then, yo, awesome. I told you my hands a little acting up today. Go over here, hit him a like button, drop him a comment, subscribe. He hasn't put any content out in a while, but what does subscribing hurt you? It didn't hurt you. It didn't hurt you at all. So I'll drop his channel in the comments. DLZ Clips already did, I think. So I'll drop it in here too, just for boom. Like that right there. There we go. So yeah, let's make sure that we, it's so easy to help people on social media just by subscribing and liking. And I dropped a comment. Go drop a comment. Team DLZ. Let's try to help as many people as we can. Just by, all you have to do is click like or comment or share. It's like, oh, okay. So this is great. This is this video here I want to show you guys this video here. Where is it? Where is that video? I watched all this crazy stuff. Oh, you guys want to really watch a great, want to learn something, a teacher's history of the United States. This is a really underrated. I mean, if you want to learn history and you love when I teach stuff, I've learned so much from this guy, from this podcast, and look how many views it has. But if you love history like I do, man, I'll leave this up for 1 second. But if you love history like I do, I'll tell you what, get over there and subscribe to a teacher's history of the United States. I mean, this guy's, what he teaches is so dope. It is like so good. You have no idea. And you'll learn history in a way that you haven't learned it before. It's like, okay, so here's the video that I want. Okay. History. There it is. Okay. So let me give you guys the proper intro for this. All right. So what's going on? Who's here? April, what's going on? Ricky Hobby, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing okay, man. Your confidence is poquito. What's going on, Angela? How are you? Matthew, how are you? Everybody hit the like button real quick. Welcome to Delete Laws. As you guys can see, you know, the subscribers on this channel are just flying. We're at like 78,000 subscribers a month right now. So if you've just been like hanging around, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. The way you can help me is by like, sharing, subscribing, and by making sure you have a trifold in your car. For the love of God, have a trifold in your car. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right. I have taught this several times on this, and we'll talk about that at the end. I always give a nice 2 or 3 minute talk about the trifold at the end. If you want to learn about it, a lot of people already have them. So I don't want to bore you guys. Random country. What's going on? Etheric, what's going on? How are you? Ryan, how are you guys? Hit the like button. And then in the comment section down there, hit OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. As you guys can see, Terry versus Ohio is the worst. The worst. It allows cops to walk up to you, investigate you based on their suspicion, and then they get to detain you. And the detainment policy of the police is that you go in the handcuffs. So the torture cuffs. And they're absolute torture. Always call them torture cuffs. Always. They are torture cuffs. If you've been in them once, put a 1 in the chat if you know the torture cuffs are torture. Put a 1 in the chat if you know torture cuffs are torture. Just real quick. I'm just wondering, has anybody been in the torture cuffs? Torture cuffs are torture. Torture cuffs are torture. Torture cuffs are torture, my friend. I wish that they weren't, but they are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this video right here, this story continues. So, but this is going to make your blood boil. This is going to piss you off. This is going to piss you off. This story is going to piss you off. So I had to, after I saw the video, I then had to go and look up and see if anything else. And yeah, more things happened after this video. But I was, you guys see how pissed off I got when they were harassing that Marine. I was equally as, I was so mad watching this. This is going to make you burn. You're going to burn. You're going to be so pissed off. This will make you fucking furious. Let's get into it. Let's check it out.
Hey, before I'm stepping out of traffic, get lucky. Don't walk up to my car, please. What? Don't walk up to my car, please. Hey, man, you can't drive through the parking lot like that. You got your driver's license insurance?
I'll only give you this much. He's completely, utterly, 100% innocent. Everything the cop says is a lie. It's complete, total lie. He pulled into a gas pump, and we'll get into it. But just so you know, everything the cop says is a lie. Okay.
Any weapons in the car I need to worry about? Okay. Ford, DeCastro Cashapp.
Yes, sir. Have you on traffic?
Robert John Lincoln, 4732. Robert John Lincoln, 4732. Cover 27.
Sorry.
1441 6588 1441 6588. Is there any particular reason why you felt you needed to come through the parking lot like that?
I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
Interest will be confirmed on Robert. I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
I mean, you
all
whipped
I
around.
was coming to get gas.
Yeah.
You got to hear that. Listen to what the cop said right here.
Be confirmed on Robert. I didn't think I was doing anything.
Spaces. You know,
I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
you were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know.
Okay, you were speeding and you cut through parking spaces.
You can't do that.
Interest will be confirmed on Robert. I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
I mean, you
all
whipped
I
around.
was coming to get gas.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or are you just gonna?
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or no? I'm not.
Okay.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir. You
Normally,
were
people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
through the parking spaces. Is the direct.
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you
There's
almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man.
So you hear that right there? Listen carefully to what the cop says. Details matter. What you say to cops matters. The words you use matter. The words that cops use matter. This is not a joke anymore about, oh, I'm going to be a computer and only say these things. That's exactly how you have to be. They take you to jail. So they're very serious. They're very serious about locking you up. He should not have engaged in any kind of speak at all whatsoever. Pulled his trifold out of his glove box or out of his visor and pulled his trifold out and said, oh, you're investigating me for a crime? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Here's my license and registration. That's it. So I just want to reflect on this for one moment. Had he reached up into his visor, pulled his trifold out immediately and said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And the cop would have said, license, registration, proof of insurance. You did this. Okay. Here's my license, registration, and proof of insurance. You know what you did right there? Officer, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Please stop questioning me and respect your oath to the Constitution. I'm so sorry. Let me do it again. I'm so sorry. I didn't make it real. Let me make it real. I'm so sorry. This is super important. If this copper had walked up to you when you pulled into the gas station right here and said, hey, you just came through here too fast. You were speeding and you went through those traffic spaces. That's your cue to shut the front door. Reach into your visor, pull your trifold out, and say, here's my license, registration, and proof of insurance. It's already created. And then he says, do you know what you went through this speeding right here and you went through the thing and you were going too fast? Officer, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I got that on camera. I'm showing the camera that I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right, officer, and I'm going to show it to you on paper. It's the Fifth Amendment. You're familiar with that. So I plead the Fifth from here on out. Okay. Give me your real driver's license. Okay. Here's my real driver's license. At that point, the cop is going to say, do you know what you did wrong? Officer, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I've showed it to you on paper, and I'm going to show it to the judge. I don't want to be harassed by you. If you have a job to do, do it. It can be that boring. He starts a back and forth with him. The key is having it on a piece of paper, showing the camera, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, showing the copper, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If you're sober, coherent, and a normal person, you can just repeat the words I'm teaching you. But it has to be on a piece of paper. You show the camera, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You show the copper, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Any further questioning after that, you can then remind him, you swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. I pled the Fifth. I want my attorney here for any further questioning. You need to leave me alone now. Go write the ticket. Because, well, look at the results. Watch what happens.
As soon as you cut in front of me like that, I was like looking and I watched it happen. So
I come here every day. There's almost never, ever, ever anybody. You were sitting there this morning. Now, last week for about 3 days, someone was parking there. But if I come here 365 days a year, which I do, there's someone sitting there maybe 10 times. So there's never, ever a car there. So, yeah, I go through there because it's the straight path.
You'll see later the cop was literally almost blocking the entrance. They had to go around him to pull him to the driveway of Buc-ee's.
From the entryway to here, which is what you're going to see everybody else do. But, I mean, you know, I hear you, man. I got it. To you, it looked like I was going fast. To me, I thought I was going even slower than normal because I didn't want to get too close to you.
Well, there's the mistake right there. Look what he has to do to get his proper information because he doesn't have it on a laminated card. He's pinching and pulling while he's got a guy with a gun steaming over his shoulder. Now he's got to give him his phone. Do not give the cop your phone. Do not hand the cop your phone. Are you out of your mind? You giving him your unlocked phone? What if the cop says, thanks for your insurance, and turns around and walks away? And you say, hey, give me my phone. And he says, no, I'm investigating. What are you going to say? How are you going to get your phone back? What are you going to do? Your phone's unlocked. Your phone's unlocked. You gave him your unlocked phone because your insurance card was on it, because you don't have it on a laminated slip inside your trifold. For the love of God, get yourself prepared, and don't you ever put your phone in a jackboot thug pig's hand. Ever.
Okay, sit tight for 1 second. You can fill up your car. Go ahead and fill up your car.
Now he's got your phone in his hand, and he gets in his car, and he locks the door with your phone in his hand that you gave to him unlocked.
I'm not kidding you either, man. I come here every day, dude.
I'm not.
I send pictures of my wife the price of the gas here every day when I come through.
Okay, look.
So
he literally has done absolutely nothing wrong. I'm talking zero. It's on camera later. We'll see it.
Here's the deal, man. Okay.
But now he's engaging in a back and forth with the jackboot thug pig and challenging that jackboot thug pig's authority to hover over him and molest him.
I'm not gonna go back and forth and all that. I'm not gonna write you tickets, but the only reason I'm not writing you tickets is because I'm out of tickets right now. Okay, otherwise
I would take your money for no reason, but I don't have any way to take your money for no reason. I've taken so many people's money that I'm out of tickets.
you would be receiving a citation.
for what? What did the citation? I'm just curious.
Disregarding traffic control device.
On private property?
Yes.
Okay.
You still can't do that. It's still illegal.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna write you a ticket.
I hear you, man. I understand.
I don't appreciate the attitude. Two, I get it. You're upset. Nobody likes cops pulling up on them. Nobody likes it. Okay, but you know you did wrong. You know you're not supposed to cut through the parking lot. And instead of being like, "Oh yeah, I messed up. Sorry, it won't happen again," you want to sit here and go back and forth with me, right?
There's a lot better things than this to be doing for you.
You're right. I was working on a report.
You can be over here. There's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
Whoa! Did you hear it? He talked.
On a report.
You can be over here. There's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
You want to go to jail?
So
you want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
How come you could go to jail for this? What can anybody in the answer? Can anybody tell me that in the answer? How come he can tell him he can take him to jail? Does anybody know the answer to that? Does anybody know the exact reason why? It would seem unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment standard of reasonableness that it would be an unreasonable seizure to arrest him for driving through a parking lot. And the cop says that he sped through the parking lot, and the cop says that he cut through parking spaces. So if those are infractions of the law, how come he could be arrested for that? Anybody know the answer? Does anybody know the answer? The cop is going to use Terry, or what he's calling, he's being pulled over, and the cop is saying there's an infraction of the law. So that is the probable cause standard. If you have committed a traffic infraction, that's probable cause. It doesn't matter if you have or not. If the cop says that you did, then that's probable cause. And if he can list the statute that he's charging you with, then you have to give him your identification. That's the rules to driving in America, unfortunately. But what's the reason why? What's the Supreme Court case that the Fourth Amendment says it's the right of the people to be free of unreasonable searches and seizures? So wouldn't it be an unreasonable seizure to be arrested for driving through a parking lot a little bit too fast, even if he was guilty? Would that be an unreasonable seizure? Bam. Victor got it right there. Victor got it. All right, Victor, what's your t-shirt size? Shoot me an email. Send me your t-shirt size. I'm going to send you a free DLZ Delete Laws t-shirt. Congratulations, bro. You got it. Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. The 2001 holding that was a 5-4 split Supreme Court decision where you had 4 conservatives who are consistently cop suckers. Right now, that's why they won't hear the cases that are necessary at the Supreme Court. The Terry case and the qualified immunity cases, they're not hearing them at the Supreme Court because you have 6 conservatives and those are cop suckers. In the 5-4 decision, it was 4 conservatives and 1 liberal, David Souter. David Souter, who would then write the opinion for the entire court that said that if you break the law in front of a peace officer, regardless of how minor that infraction may be, you can be arrested and it is not an unreasonable seizure on the government's part. That's your Supreme Court that everybody thinks is so good.
You can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
That is definitely a waste of my time. Okay.
I'm sorry to stop it again, but put a 1 in the chat if he's lying. If he wants to take people to jail. Put a 1 in the chat if you know right now he is lying, that he wants to take this man to jail.
But the attitude is not necessary.
The attitude is not necessary. He's disagreeing with the framing of the BS ticket that this pig is writing. And because of that, he has a bad attitude. When he has...
I agree.
That's on your part, sir. I haven't been rude to you at all.
That's fine.
I have a camera on. I can't be rude to you.
Okay.
Cops kill people with the camera on, bruh. Cops plant drugs on people with the camera on, bruh. The reason you had problems is because you got caught lying about everything.
All right.
I will get in trouble. You go file a complaint based on my behavior. They will decide whether or not to.
You only got in trouble because the outpour of the public went nuts on you, dude.
Get me in trouble, right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. We're good, man.
Okay. All right, well, I'll make sure that I'm there all the time. If I see it happen again, then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'll look that law up on Robbie Crossing, too. I don't believe you'd have the authority to do anything here on this parking lot like that.
I could also take you to jail for class.
He's challenging his authority and saying, I don't think you have jurisdiction.
Be reckless driving. From there, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'll look that law up on Robbie Crossing, too. I don't believe you'd have the authority to do anything here on this parking lot like that.
I could also take you to jail for class B reckless driving.
Okay.
Or class A reckless driving. Because you did almost hit that car.
I didn't almost hit anybody. I was nowhere near. There's cameras everywhere. You can do what you want to do, Harold. I can't stop you. If you want to be this way, then that's up to you. I'm trying to be reasonable.
Are you having a bad day, sir? Is there a reason why you're acting like
I'm having a bad day because
you're
doing this to me.
Have I raised my voice to you at all, sir? You're the only
You're being a power tripping pig, bro.
one who's getting upset.
I'm upset because I think this is ridiculous. I think this whole thing is ridiculous.
It is
I think
ridiculous.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What do you think is ridiculous?
That we're even talking about nothing happened. And here we are talking, and you're threatening to take me to jail.
No,
and so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat.
Absolutely, he threatened to take him to jail. Threatened to take him to jail twice, outright. 2 times outright.
You're threatening me under color of law now to take something on private property, which I don't believe you even have the authority to do. Now you're
term, sir.
Okay.
It comes from black laws.
No, it's not. It's a class A misdemeanor.
What the fuck are you talking about, bruh? You being a tyrannist does not come from Black's Law Dictionary. What are you talking about? I told you that this video would make you mad. It gets worse. It gets a lot worse. I'm talking worse.
For you to threaten or arrest me over something that you know is not really true. But that's okay.
What's the penal code on that, sir?
Trust me. That's okay.
Well, I interrupted this. You got to hear this part right here, because now that he tells him that he can get in trouble legally, the cop loses his mind. So you have to hear this part. I'll go back just 15 seconds. Listen to this.
Believe you even have the authority to do.
Dictionary term, sir.
Okay.
It comes from black laws.
No, it's not. It's a class A misdemeanor for you to threaten or arrest me over something that you know is not really true. But that's okay.
Oh, now the cop's breaking the law, and now the cop's really egoing out.
What's the penal code on that, sir?
Trust me. That's okay.
Trust you.
Okay.
We're
good.
Trust you.
We're good.
I don't feel like we are. I feel like this is this is a problem.
How is it a problem?
I feel like you're going to continue to commit these behaviors that are unsafe and put people at risk.
Wow.
You don't feel like you did anything wrong.
Something that's possible they may do in the future. So now we're playing Jean-Claude Van Damme future cop, and you need to stop me from something I may do in the future. That's now your position. You're feeling like you should take action because maybe sometime in the future I might possibly continue to do something. Come on.
What is the law designed to do, sir?
Oh, I know you want
designed to
compliance.
stop people from doing things that they're not supposed to be doing.
I know you want voluntary compliance.
Okay, go ahead and put your hands on the
Whoa! Torture cuffs. Torture cuffs. He's torturing him. You don't say that I'm the boss of everything. What does he whisper in his ear here as he's putting him in the torture cuffs? He whispers something into his ear. Listen careful.
The other man's going to be a little bit shorter with a black shirt, black boots, sitting pants. In the front door.
We'll do this a different way then.
Oh.
I have an injury on my left arm.
Well, I mean, I don't. Would you like 2 sets of handcuffs?
No,
I have an injury on my left arm, but their policy is to put you in torture cuffs, earning the hate.
Hurts.
Okay, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs.
Right there, God.
I know. We can do 2 sets of handcuffs. Well, sir, I'm concerned that you're going to continue to do this unsafe behavior. So, I'll see. Okay. You want 2 sets of handcuffs?
This hurts, man. It hurts.
I can do 2 sets of handcuffs.
I cannot believe that you're doing this, dude.
Well, I mean, it didn't have to go this way.
No, it never did. None of this ever needed to happen, I don't believe.
Okay, well, I disagree with you.
Okay, I know.
What would you like me to do with your car? You want to call somebody or do I tow it?
Do we really need to do this, Harold?
I mean, I didn't think we did.
I didn't think we did either, sir. Man.
Okay, but I mean, you wanted to sit here and argue with me about what I observed with my own eyes. Okay, I'll go get a copy of the video.
I didn't think we were close, Harold, at all. I didn't
Not
think
me.
I was close
You
to
didn't
anyone.
hit. Almost
you're talking about the white truck.
Vehicle. Yes, you even know what truck I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this man's being tortured right now. Remember, he's in exasperating pain. Right now, he said it. He's ow, ow, ow. He said he has it. You see the scar on his wrist, he said. The cuffs on him are already torture for anybody, but he's being extra tortured.
What?
Extra.
I didn't think we were close, sir. I really didn't.
And now he has to break himself down and try to find a way to get out of the dungeon.
Oh, you were very close. They had to slam on their brakes. I watched it happen.
This guy does not belong being a cop. I was screaming when I was by myself at this point.
Okay, you came flying through the parking lot. Okay. So what are we gonna do about the car?
I didn't think I was going that far.
You certainly were, sir. You definitely were.
Lies.
Okay.
He's lying.
You definitely were.
He's lying.
Okay. So what are we gonna do with the car? I don't want to tow it because that'd be being a real dick, and I'm trying not to be the dick.
Did he just say he's trying not to be a dick? Did he just say that? Let's listen to it again just real quick.
Okay, so what are we going to do with the car? I don't want to tow it because that'd be being a real dick, and I'm trying not to be the dick. Okay, what would you like me to do with the car, sir? I'm going to ask one more time, and then I'm going to have to have it towed.
Can we back this down, dude? Can we cool off here, please? I'm sorry. I will.
You have forced my hand at this point.
will.
Because if I don't go and see this through to its conclusion, I know you're going to go to the police department and file a complaint on me. Now, the complaint's not going to do anything because I have it all on video. Everything is recorded. I don't talk to anyone in the public unless I have my camera on. Okay?
I'm not going to go complain to Carol at all. I'm just a little upset because I really, honestly.
Sir, I watched it happen.
You guys got to make sure that you picked this up. This is a very important fact of this video. So he's going to say here, listen for it, that the reason why he's proceeding forward with this is because he might file a complaint against him if he doesn't. That's what he says right here. Listen. And then the guy who's being illegally detained, bullied, harassed, has to then tell the cop that he won't file a complaint on him just to try to make sure his skin doesn't get put into a dungeon.
Can we back this down, dude? Can we cool off here, please? I'm sorry. I will.
You have forced my hand at this point.
will.
Because if I don't go and see this through to its conclusion, I know you're going to go to the police department and file a complaint on me. Now, the complaint's not going to do anything because I have it all on video. Everything is recorded. I don't talk to anyone in the public unless I have my camera on. Okay?
I'm not going to go complain to Carol at all. I'm just.
So that means the complaint's not going to, he knows the complaint's not going to go anywhere. I mean, my God. He knows the complaint's not going to go anywhere because he has it on camera. So he believes he's doing everything right.
I'm a little upset because I really, honestly.
Sir, I watched it happen. I was working on a report. I definitely have better things to do.
I didn't think that I did anything, Harold. I didn't think I did anything.
Well,
and it was very frustrating.
People don't think that. But I explained it to you, and then you wanted to argue with me.
I didn't think I did anything, Harold. I
know I look young. This was not my first day on the job, sir. I promise.
It's nothing to do with any of that. I didn't think I did anything.
You almost hit that white truck.
I agree with you that that's what you think. Then there's nothing I can do to change your point of view.
It's going to be on the cameras. I'm going to get copies of it.
I didn't think I did anything. It was frustrating for me to try to explain to you that I didn't think that I did anything and you're not hearing me.
I hear you, sir. I disagree with you. So what do we want to do with the truck or with the car?
I'll have to call my wife, I guess.
Okay, well, let's call her. Where's your phone?
Wow.
It's it's in my pocket. I just got through sending her the message about the.
Okay. Well, how about I'm gonna give you another set of handcuffs because, like I said, I understand if you get home. Let me stick this thing right here.
What am I being arrested for, Harold?
Disregarding traffic control device. Because a reckless driving charge is a much, much higher charge. And again, like I said, I don't want to be that big of a dick.
Yes. What is he talking about? He doesn't want to be that big of a dick. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if that's his entire goal is to be the biggest dick he can be. That's his whole goal. He was sitting there bored. You're going to see in a second. But let me just remind you guys, and I hate to be a broken record. I'm going to get 100 requests for free trifolds. That's fine. I'll try to fill them as they come in. You should have your trifold in your visor with your license, registration, and proof of insurance on a laminated card that you already created. When the cop says that you're under investigation for any infraction of the law, you immediately pull your trifold down. You show the camera, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right. You show the cop, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Give him everything he needs by law and tell him to uphold his oath to the Constitution because you have pled the Fifth. And then stop talking. Look at what this guy is going through. Look at what he's going through. Shut the front door. Plead the Fifth and shut up. How serious are they about taking you to jail? It looks like the cop's pretty serious about taking him to jail, doesn't he? I mean, it sure feels serious, doesn't it? It's serious.
Lean forward for me just a little bit. Get your phone out.
Just so you know,
any firearms in the car I need to know about?
No, I don't do anything.
Now he's answering questions.
No, it's not illegal to have a firearm, sir.
True.
I have multiple ones in
I understand.
various cars.
That's pretty scary that this unhinged lunatic has guns. He shouldn't have a gun. He's nuts.
Can you loosen this one, please?
We can.
Hey, I need you to come over here and get somebody.
See, notice what has to happen. He has to ask him for everything. He is completely his subject. He is completely has total dominion over this man to the point of he can decide how much torture he puts him in. Maybe he puts him in a little torture with 2 cuffs and loose. Maybe he puts him in a lot of torture in 1 pair of cuffs and tight.
I need to come pick up my car over here at Bucky's in Texas City. Texas City officer over here.
Can you repeat the first name?
I know. So my car is going to be. You'll find it over here on the end. So yeah, I guess so. And then I'll
speak to her. We'll take your car. I'll give her a call if you want me to.
I don't know what else. I need you to. You're gonna have to cover the work. Okay. All right. Hey, I'm gonna leave this phone in the car so that you can get calls. Okay. And then I don't know how we're gonna handle that.
He's got to call his wife.
I'll get my other phone.
Hey, we're not one in custody. Forget it. Over here to watch the car.
He's got to call his wife and tell his wife he's going to jail.
Put this phone in the car for her.
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
There's another phone right there.
I'll get it. I'll take care of it. We'll put another one on so you're back in the herd.
Back into the torture cuffs, brother.
Make it so it don't tighten up. Okay, have a seat. So you want this phone left in the car and the other phone coming with you?
Yes, sir.
Where's it at?
It's right. We'll see about the parking brake. Okay.
So far, Dunbar number 2 PIC is going to be part of still checking evidence.
You can. So I was sitting right there.
Okay, now let's pause for 1 second to appreciate the amount of absolute horse pucking that this pig is going to sit here and say. Let's listen to this together and listen to this jackboot thug pig absolutely sit there and lie about everything that he witnessed, that he saw, that he did, everything about him.
And he came through the parking lot and cut through all the spaces. He came through so fast and whooped into here, and there was a white truck. The white truck had to slam on its brakes. So I come over here. I was just going to be like, hey, man, chill out. Like, chill out. Don't be like that. But he wanted to go back and forth and argue with me and give me all kinds of stuff. And, like, I didn't have any tickets, and I didn't grab a rider this morning. So I was like, man, look, it doesn't have to go this way. He kept going back and forth. So I was like, all right. Let's go.
Did you see the other copper? Did you see the other copper go? Like, I'm gonna finish this pretty quick because there's two things you have to see that attach to this video that have huge implications.
Yeah, I was gonna be. I'm a dick, but I'm not gonna be that big of a dick. He has a different.
Why does he keep saying I'm a dick, but I'm not that big of a dick? Put a 1 in the chat if he's that big of a dick. Put a 1 in the chat if he is that big of a dick. That he's an absolute dick. There's no other way to put it. You're an absolute total dick, dude.
Phone he wanted me to grab.
He lied about everything. He came in here so fast and whipped in here and almost hit that truck. All of that was a lie. Now he gave him permission to go into his car. You may have to get your phone back from the police. My God, if you give them permission to go into your stuff, it's part of the reason why I don't bring Charlie anymore when I go and I'm going to audit. I used to feel comfortable, lock my car, leave my dog in the car with the air conditioner running, and I could go and do my audit. But after I got arrested, that changed the way I do things because I don't want them, because then I had to give them permission to go in my car to get my dog. And when you give them permission to go into your car, it's a bad thing. It's a very bad thing.
Clear. On gate, I'm not finding anything on gate.
I don't see the phone.
That's what the guy who says I'm a dick, but I'm not that big of a dick. That's what he looks like right there. No, his head is almost the shape of the dick that he's saying he's not.
Where's the other phone at? I can't find it.
Right in the.
Open the door. I'm in charge of you. You're under me. I have dominion over you. I'm trying to help you out right now.
Next to the parking brake lever in the center, should be sitting there.
Okay, let me look
the
again.
blue phone.
Blue phone?
It should be just sitting vertical by the.
Okay. There you are. It's blue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So SHU.
He's still in a car. Is the air conditioning on? Is the heater on? Is it hot in there? It's not comfortable. He's in torture cuffs. He's in pain.
I don't know this guy at all. I don't know anything about him.
So that means you're just a horrible person to any person that you want to bully that day.
But he kept wanting to go back and forth and argue, and I was like, if I had a ticket book, I'd have just written him a ticket.
He wants to go back and forth and argue. He did not plead the Fifth Amendment. He continued to talk.
You have a rider? I got paper tickets. You got paper tickets? That's what I'd rather do. Okay. That's what I'd do. Okay. I'm going to do this a different way. So the other officer has a ticket book he's going to let me use. We're going to be receiving the citation. Okay? And, because I think going to jail is a bit excessive. But, well, I agree with you, but I didn't have another option. I don't have another ticket book, and I don't have a ticket writer with me. So
the only other option is give you the absolute worst day of your entire life. Maybe even kill you, because anything can happen to you once you're in the dungeon.
We're going to do it that way, okay? Step out for me.
God,
He's in pain. Did you hear him scream? Listen to him scream as he's getting out. Listen to how much pain he's in from the torture cuffs. Listen to him.
God almighty.
Take your time.
Tighten up. Oh my God. Dude, listen to that. The press of that scar, man, it hurts.
Terry versus Ohio allows them to detain you. They create their own policies around what detainment means. They all have the policy. If you go to the dungeon, you have to go through the torture cuffs. Now he's going to write him tickets. What? Now he's going to give him tickets. What do I tell you all the time? Their goal is to arrest you, impound your car. Then you have to pay a bounty to get out of the dungeon. And then they're going to give you a bunch of heavy fees on top of that and prosecute those tickets against you. So you're being persecuted. They want your money in every form. They want to take your money in every way they can. That's their goal. And the cop is the tip of the spear for them, like I'm the tip of the spear for you. The cop is the guy going in to steal your money. And the government knows it. The judges get paid, the lawyers get. So now the process has started, the legal process. Everybody's getting paid. Big money. He has to hire a lawyer, right? Big money. The cop gets paid to go to court, right? There has to be a DA prosecute that, right? There has to be a judge over that, right? That starts the money flow into the government. They get more money. All they have to do is have the interaction. That's why they say we have so many touches, millions of touches a year. You're stealing money, stealing money, stealing money, killing, stealing money, stealing money, stealing money, killing. That's what cops are doing to us. And it's happening ubiquitously across the country, every city, state, borough, district, town. Right now, put in the chat, if your town, the cops are pigs. Put the hashtag JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. Put it in there. Jackboot Thug Pig.
Is it 58.85 for here? No, tax 6201.
Stealing his money. Right there. I'm going to steal your money. Justify that I'm a dick, but I'm not that big of a dick. I'm just going to write you fake tickets. Which for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I'm going to show you that in a moment.
Information.
Free to go, sir.
He didn't say thank you. So now he's going to have an equal and opposite reaction, right? So now what he's going to do is he's going to break down here. Oh, as you can see, I've already
there's cameras everywhere, and
I've already seen this video. So when that cop takes dominion over him, puts him in torture cuffs, F's him up, twists up his brain that someone can actually do this to me, but for just saying I was driving too fast, for just saying that he thinks he didn't like how I was driving. Remember, that's how he can do it to him. Terry versus Ohio allows you to be detained. The cop can do that to him because he says that you were driving too fast. Now, check out what Texas Christopher does.
I knew that the cameras were going to back up me and reveal that everything that he said was a lie.
So now I'll skip right to it. So the copper is up here. The entrance to the Buc-ee's is over here. The copper is here. He's actually kind of in the way. And I went through this whole video already, so I'm going to get you to the parts that are important.
Buc-ee's parking lot, entry off Holland Drive.
So there's Christopher right there. There's Christopher's car right up there in the upper right-hand corner. Let me see if I can zoom in better if I do it like this. Yeah, there it is. So there's Christopher's car right up there in the upper. There's the entrance to Buc-ee's right there. He drove by him. What are his other options entering? Drive through here and then drive through there, drive through there. What are his other options into entering the parking lot? He has to drive through the parking spaces. It's impossible not to.
Entry off Holland Drive, angle 2. This is, I'll come from the.
Okay, there's the other angle from the. So there's so many cameras all over Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's, in case you guys don't know, Buc-ee's is like an institution. You go to Buc-ee's, it's like this badass place. You have everything is there. There's everything there. It's like a. I lived in Texas and I drove all through the South and the Southwest, Southeast. Buc-ee's is like this mini Walmart with gas. It's really cool though. So there he is right there. Let me open the screen big for you guys so you can see it. Sorry. I'm going to roll that back.
Crossing parking lot.
You can see, okay, look, this is how fast he passed in front of the cop. So here's real-time speed. Look up here in the upper right-hand corner. You can see Christopher coming into the parking lot here. You can see the jackboot thug pig over there. Here's Christopher in real time, not speeding up, not slowing down. He comes through here, comes through there. He sees the jackboot thug pig, kind of creeps by the pig, goes over to get in there.
Crossing parking lot to gas pumps and traffic stop. You'll see him right now pull into the.
So there he is coming over here from the right up here on the upper right-hand, on the upper left-hand corner. There's the jackboot thug pig right there. He just passed him. See him along the top of the screen? That's him. There he is. Looks pretty reasonable to me. I'm not sure how he came flying in there like that pig said. That looked pretty normal to me. He's out getting gas. Wasn't scared of the copper, nothing. Didn't even realize the copper was coming. And then that copper, he comes over. Here comes the copper across the top. You see it? Now now look what the copper does at Buc-ee's. At like the mini Walmart he pulls his truck in there in the gas pumps that's where everybody gets their gas. Now, so now Christopher sees him, so he just walks up to him. Hey, what's up? Because he has no idea what he wants. Just what's up? And the cop says, don't walk up towards my car. And then the bullying begins. Right there, Christopher should have reached into his visor and grabbed his trifold with his license, registration, and proof of insurance and handed it to him.
Outer parking lot right off of Holland Drive. This camera sits on the very outer edge of the parking lot, and it's right where you just enter the parking lot off of Holland Drive.
Look how fast he pulls in.
A couple of seconds at most, really only a second and a half. So it's going to kind of look like I'm going fast, but we'll prove that out later.
I mean, how fast is that? That's not that fast in a mostly empty parking lot. That everybody goes right through there to get gas.
Go in the field in this. We have a couple of really good views of the famous white truck that's leaving the pumps.
That he said, slam on the brake.
We'll see the white truck start to pull out.
There's the white truck. He's going to come over here on the left. There goes Christopher right there. That's normal interaction between two people in traffic. There goes the truck right there. Now he takes you see that? Wait a minute. He took his foot off the brakes. Watch. He's pulling out. He's got the white truck has his brake lights on, but the white truck's going to take his foot off the brakes as he exits the pump area. Watch, brake lights on, brake lights off. There it is. No brake lights engaged again.
Here we have another angle of, again.
There's Christopher right there on the left.
Each other.
And the white truck's about to leave the gas pump over here because he just got gas. Now here comes Christopher right over here. Driving normal. Driving normal. So I think it's
that pretty much covers all the angles of video that matter. So now let's get to the analysis.
So I think it's pretty important, just real quick before you guys see the update, and then we're going to go over to their Facebook page and say hello. Look at what the reaction is now. Do you want to go to Buc-ee's and go get all the camera footage and then download it to your computer and then figure out, maybe you don't know software, and now you're either asking someone to help, your nephew or your grandson to help you, your niece, your grandniece to help you figure out how to manipulate this footage so you can see it, and you have to go to Buc-ee's and ask them, and there's a process there. Why do you got to get the footage? Now you're having a conversation saying, yeah, I got pulled in here in the cop. And do you want to do all that with your life, with your time? I don't. It's not what I want to do with my time. I'd rather not. Jackboot Thug Pig. All the way. All the way. Here's the update.
PRC2 has a video of what happened before a traffic stop at a Buc-ee's parking lot that led to a Texas City police officer being pulled from the streets.
The officer has been under investigation for more than 2 months now after controversy over that stop that happened in the Buc-ee's parking lot off the Gulf Freeway and Holland Road back in April. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry has the all-new video that continues raising questions only on 2 Tonight.
I mean, raising questions? Remember, this is state-run media. It doesn't matter if you're a Fox or CNN, state-run media.
The black car on your screen is driven by Christopher Chille, shown on surveillance video passing in front of a police cruiser and pulling into the Texas City Buc-ee's to fill up with gas.
Hey, man, you can't drive through the parking lot like that.
That voice is 4-year Texas City officer Scott Harrell.
They put the 4-year Texas, like
seen here riding Chille.
Let's get a good look at him. Let me let you guys get a good look. Let me make sure the screen's right here. There it is. So there's the guy who says that he's a dick, but he's not a dick. That's his famous line. I'm a dick, but I'm not a dick. I'm not that big of a dick.
That voice is 4-year Texas City officer Scott Harrell. Seen here.
This guy.
Here riding Chille a ticket for disregarding a traffic.
And see, he's not filming. I don't know why you're not filming when you're around a piggy.
Control device.
What a dick this guy is. What a dick.
After he cut through empty spaces in the private parking lot.
I feel like you're going to continue to.
And listen to what the reporter said. I'm sorry, but listen.
After he cut through. Seen here riding Chille a ticket for disregarding a traffic control device after he cut through empty spaces.
After he allegedly cut through empty spaces.
In the private parking lot.
State-run media.
I feel like you're going to continue to commit these.
Because what that says to the public is that he's justified in what he's doing. He cut through empty spaces. She doesn't say after he allegedly was accused of what the cop said who's under investigation.
Behaviors that are unsafe and put people at risk.
In the offense report obtained by KPRC2 News, Harrell described Chille as argumentative and confrontational, writing that he continued to argue the facts of the case.
This is what the state-run media is presenting, that the cop said he was argumentative and confrontational, and he continued to argue the facts of the case. If you didn't see the video, how would it sound to you? The cop said he engaged with someone who was argumentative and confrontational and continued to argue the facts of the case on the street with me. I'm just doing my job.
Instead of being like, oh yeah, I messed up. Sorry, it won't happen again. You want to sit here and go back and forth.
He wanted me to admit.
So they show the part of the cop where he's saying that favors the cop.
Whatever he said was right, and I wasn't going to do it because it didn't happen.
According to the offense report, because Chille would not cooperate, he was detained.
Oh, you were very close. They had to slam on their brakes. I watched it happen. Okay, you came flying through the parking lot.
But
what a lie.
Watch what this surveillance video shows. The white truck on the right of your screen braking. Then the brake lights go off before crossing paths with Chille.
Oh, they pointed that out.
everything he said was a lie, and it really just boils down to he wanted to use his police powers to bash me over the head.
Harrell wrote he planned to take him into custody for the offense, but another Texas City officer arrived during the 23-minute traffic stop with a citation.
And listen to that he planned on taking him into custody. And you and I don't say, let's overturn Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. That's the point of this whole video, that Atwater versus City of Lago Vista is unconstitutional, that you should not, it should be an unreasonable seizure if there's not damage of someone's person or damage of property, and you won't stop damaging property. It shouldn't be you damaged property, take him to the dungeon. The only reason you should be kidnapped off the streets in today's modern culture with the cop with a camera in his hand who can digitally take a picture of you and send you a ticket from his phone to yours. They should not be able to snatch us off the streets and kidnap us. That's Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. That's what you and I should be saying. Overturn Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. That makes anything arrestable, because she says it on the newscast and we just
invoke
these powers to bash me over the head.
Harold.
He says, I was going to take him into custody. Who the flock are you, bro? Take him into custody? Torture cuff him? Take him down to the dungeon? Atwater versus City of Lago Vista.
Wrote he planned to take him into custody for the offense, but another Texas City officer arrived during the 23-minute traffic stop with a citation book to write a ticket instead. Chille retained civil rights attorney Brandon Grable, who says he never should have been detained.
Officer appeared to have a poor lapse of judgment, and once he realized he was too far into the stop,
what?
Who says he never should have been detained.
Officer appeared to have a poor lapse of judgment.
That's not a lapse of judgment. The cop sat there and said, everything's being recorded. The policy and practice, the more training that people say cops need, is more training that what they do is justified to us. He had a lapse of judgment. He planned it out. He saw the guy drive through the parking lot and said, I think I'll just go F with this guy. And then he went over there and F'd with him to the point where he was going to take him to the dungeon. He didn't have a poor lapse of judgment. He's a sadistic, twisted, jackboot thug pig.
And once he realized he was too far into the stop, he felt like he had to go all the way.
Now, more than 2 months after the Texas City Police Department launched an internal affairs investigation, Harrell remains on inside administrative duty.
There's been no resolution, or they're attempting to bury it.
This guy is the kind of guy that you don't want running around smacking the public over the head for no reason.
In light of that new video we just showed you, we asked the Texas City Police Chief as well as the mayor for a response, but so far tonight have not heard back. Chille's attorney is now preparing a possible federal civil rights lawsuit for First and Fourth Amendment violations. And by the way, since all of this happened, Chille has received notice from the court that that ticket got dismissed. I'm Bryce New.
There's the Texas City Police Department's Facebook page. Let's see. Aggravated kidnapping is what Officer Harrell did. Nice job, Edward. Good stuff. Here's the Facebook page. I'll drop the link right down into the comment section for you guys. I guess the cop's under investigation. Oh, is he under investigation? Is he under investigation? Is he under investigation for that one? For what we just saw was absolute pure tyranny, despotism, twisted Schadenfreude. Is it like a streusel? Schadenfreude. Anyway, I just dropped the link in the comments for the Texas City Police Department. He's under investigation, but I'm going to put the link I'm going to put in there. you know, oops, there's going to be an echo. I'm going to put the link to this live stream in there. There you go. Oh, shoot. I put it on the wrong page. God bless me. Sorry about that. So I'm going to go right here and let them know thousands of people are coming to tell you how they feel about your bad cop. Watch this later. Love you not. And I put the live stream right there. Yeah, and then there's the phone number, Texas City, because this news update was only 2 weeks ago. And then they just put pictures of other people on here. Did they even mention? Let's see what anybody else said in here. I'm the only one who's commented on. I mean, there's only 2 of us. Let me see. 6 comments. Most relevant is selected. Where's the other comments at? Do I not know how it works anymore? Or like, what's the deal? View comments. Ask Scott Harrell who they are. It seems like they know. I go to that store often. Never knew this happened. Wow. I wonder, do they delete comments? Where's all the comments? How come I can't see them all? All comments. Okay. Wow. So they must delete comments, right? Because there's no way that aggravated kidnapping, Scott Harrell's a danger to the community. I hope my content brings inspiration to your day. What? Sorry. Harrell back from vacation with no pending accountability or criminal charges for his crime. Sure, I can answer my own questions. I think I'm going to put in here, instead of that, I'm going to put in here the link to Christopher breaking it down is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the link of the Buc-ee's breakdown video. I'm going to put on here, I'm going to put the link to Christopher's video where he breaks down. Yo, you guys look bad. Like you have bad cops. Just saying. There it is. Now I put Christopher's video in there. So I put a couple comments. Let's take a screenshot in case they delete my comments, because if they do, I'll serve them notice to cease and desist. There that is. Okay. Feel free to go by there. And then there's phone number if you want to give them a call, a ringle bingle, a jingle dingle. Just give them a real quick call. Call them up and just let them know. Let them know what's, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, unless we make a real change to go for things, you know, to go after this vulture-like government, we're going to be cooked. And we got to do it through assembly, petition, press, and speech. We have to do it through the legal channels. We can't break down to a chaotic system of murder and killing. You know, that day may come. Hopefully we don't have to be a part of it. You know, hopefully it's after we change things. And I'm going to go into government and run for governor, and I'm going to win. And then I'm going to change things from the top down. That's my plan. That's my goal. You know, but from the very beginning of that whole interaction, the moment the cops begin to investigate you and they tell you, oh, you know, were you over on this place? Anything the cop asks you, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Immediately, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what I do. You make sure you show the camera. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You tell the jackboot thug pig, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He continues to question. You say, you swore an oath to uphold my rights. I pled the Fifth Amendment. I'm showing this to the judge. for my lawsuit against you for harassing me. You have a job to do, you say? You're just doing your job? Then go do it. I showed the Fifth Amendment to the camera. I showed you the Fifth Amendment. Now qualified immunity is out the door. I'll sue you for a Fifth Amendment violation if you continue to question me. It's on camera. Did you know that? You can sue for a Fifth Amendment violation 100%. 100%. Especially because you have it on camera. He said he pled the Fifth. They asked him at least 20 more questions. At least 20 more questions came out of their mouth. We count it. I'll bet it's about 20. You need to have my trifold in your car. The moment the cop says you're under investigation for anything, you pull out immediately, say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent then. Give me your identification. If I'm driving the car, then I have to give you ID. But unless I've committed probable cause on the street, I don't got to give you ID. There's my Fifth Amendment. Stop questioning me. Well, were you over by that jewelry store that was robbed the other day? I plead the Fifth Amendment. Stop asking me questions without my attorney. Well, you fit the description of the guy who was by the jewelry store. Were you by the jewelry store the other day? That's it, bro. You just violated my Fifth Amendment. You violated your oath to the Constitution. I will take you to court because I can show the judge and jury that you're sitting here violating my rights as you swore an oath to uphold my rights. It's right here on paper. I plead the Fifth. I showed you the Fifth. You're now working outside of your qualified immunity, bud. What, you don't think I'll sue your ass? You're wasting my effing time. I'll waste yours. I'll sue your ass. Oh, I'm not going to win? I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to dictate your time, your money, and your focus. You will think about me because I will be suing you. How about that, jackboot thug pig? How about that, bro? You piece of human waste. All right. All right. All righty then. Take a breath. Lighten up, Francis. Lighten up, Francis. Woo. Lighten up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring your energy up. Bring your shoulders up. Bring them up. Bring them up. Bring them up. Lift your hands up. Lift your hands up. Bring your energy up. Bring your body up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Move your body. Move your body. Woo. How you guys doing? Welcome to Delete Laws. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. He hits the like button. And then do me a favor. Put down in the comment section right there, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Just put it in the comment section for me. Just write it. Like your life depended on it. Bring up that good energy. Wim Hof. Wim Hof. Wim Hof. Okay. You know what I'm going to do with you guys right now? I'm going to show you guys something I do all the time. I do it every day. No, I haven't done it every day lately, but I need to do it more. Okie dokie. Okay. If you have never done this before, let's do it together. This is 11 minutes out of your life, and this is awesome. I'm telling you, if you suffer from high blood pressure or stress or anxiety or pressure from life, I do this all the time. I haven't been doing it every day, but you know what? I was just thinking about it, right? Like after we absorbed all of that crazy stuff we just absorbed, I mean, the way they treated that Marine, the way they treated Christopher in the gas station, and how both cops thought they were so justified, both sets of cops thought they were so justified in the way they treated those people, right? Sometimes you guys want to do it? I don't know if you want to do it or not. I don't know if you want to do it or not. I don't know if you want to do it or not. Do you want to do it or not? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it? Do you really want to do it? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it? Jackboot thug pig. I'll just show it to you. We don't have to do the whole thing, but I'll show you 5 seconds of it. You guys see if you like it. I'll drop the link down in the chat. I do this all the time. This is a regular thing for me. So if you do it too, amazing. But I absolutely love this technique. It helps so much.
Hi guys, welcome. This is a guided breathing session. Relax to the deepest. Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes. Relax. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just go with the flow of the breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in and letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Fully in, let it go. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in and let go. All right. 1 minute breath hold from now on. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Be aware of your heartbeat. Slow it down and just be in this moment. Let that relaxation spread down to your toes, into your fingertips, to the base of your neck and head. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. Okay, recovery breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 2. Back into that.
All right. So I do that. It goes through 3 rounds. The next time I think is 90 seconds. I to be honest with you, just so you know, this is the first time I've ever seen the screen. I've never seen the screen. I put it on and then I put the phone down. I lay down and then I breathe. But I feel a lot better already just from 1 round. Doing 3 rounds is amazing. Absolutely amazing. That it's so good. And then I've done it twice in a day when I was going through my high blood pressure phase and I was, just going through a lot. I did breathing all the time. And I also would take like a 20-minute walk. If you take it, and I would, the thing is I have to carry my gun and my phone. So you're not supposed to have anything with you. But when I go on a walk, I have my gun and my phone. So I try not to deal with either one of them, though. I just let the pacer pace me, or I listen to history lessons. And so I love doing that. Yeah, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And for the love of God, listen, it's what I do for a living. It is my money business, of course, but it's not a money thing for me to send you a free digital trifold in a PDF form that you print out and you keep one in your car. It's a little bit of my time, but then enough people buy them so that it offsets, the time that I spend sending you guys free trifolds, because you go through my website, you go through the inquiry form, and like, yo, dude, send me a free trifold. That time is worth it for me to spend because enough people buy them anyway. I mean, I want you to buy it. It's $9 to download it. Then you have the PDF on your computer. You can get the indestructible one for $30 from my website, but it's not like there's a barrier to entry for you to get a trifold. And if we don't get your inquiry the first time, because we get a lot of inquiries and I try to get to all of them, then send another inquiry form. Just send it again. Imagine just for a moment, I get hundreds and hundreds of emails. Just imagine that for a second. So I have to click through them. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, can you send me a free trifold? Boom, copy, email address, paste, send you a free trifold. It's not what I want to do with my time specifically, but it is what I want to do with my time for you specifically. I actually want to do it for you so that you send me the email later. Chille, remember you sent me a free trifold? Bro, I used it. I used it with the camera exactly like you teach. I showed the Fifth Amendment. I showed him the Fifth Amendment. He kept questioning me. I then reminded him, you swore to uphold my rights. I pled the Fifth Amendment, and he left me alone. That's the story I want. That's your pay to me. That's your gift to me. Your story in your email that I used it and it worked. The back and forth questioning stopped. I stopped talking. They continued to try to create small talk with me about the weather, about my dog, about all kinds of things. But I told them this was not a consensual conversation. I don't want to have any small talk with you either. Wow, bro. That email is worth me sitting there for 2 hours a day sending off free trifolds. It's worth it. That email that you send me is worth it. So if you can afford to buy my trifold, do it. Go to deletelaws.com. Get one for a friend. You're rich? Great. Go buy 10. Send off those 10 free friends. 10 free friends. 10, because friends are free. 10 free friends. Friends are free, right? I hope friends are free. If not, I'm doing it wrong. All right. I got to get the flock out of here, you guys. I've been here for, I guess I come on for 2 or 3 hours at a time, and I just sit here and talk about things that are super important. So, it's like, but honestly, you guys know, I don't really, I mean, I've gone out a couple times on the street just to see if I see any cops, have anybody pulled over, but you guys know I don't really drive around like with a scanner looking to interact with cops. What happens is naturally along the course of my life, I'll see someone with the cops behind them, and that is like an addiction to me. I have to, like, it messes up my plans a lot. Anyway, listen, I'm so glad you guys came. Thank you so much. Reprehensible. What's going on? Rights on. What is going on? Chevy, what's going on? Playboy, V Boyer. Good to see you. So good to see V Boyer. DJ Smith, the Fallen, Manny. What is going on? I mean, like, look, these are so many of my friends here. This is unbelievable. I'm so happy to see all of you. It's Sunday. You can tell it's Sunday because I got the scruff going. Monday, tomorrow, I'll be clean shaven. So good to see everybody. Etheric, I love Yahweh is here. Brett, what's going on? Victor, what is going on? Bob, how are you? What is going on? Thank you guys for coming. Make sure you guys got a trifold. For the love of God, make sure you have a trifold. You can also, if you want, you can get my ebook on there. You can also get my poster. You can get the printed out poster. I mean, get the poster. Get the real poster. I mean, it's expensive. It's like $99, but the poster is badass. Don't get the laminated one. The laminated one isn't as good as the laminated one's $139. The indestructible paper poster is, I mean, you can destroy it, of course, but if you put it on you could frame it if you want, but whatever. That one, man, I like it. I'm gonna get one put up in the studio here pretty soon. Maybe I'll put it as a backdrop or whatever. But anyway, listen, I gotta get the flock out of here. I gotta get the flock out of Dodge. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Bruce, what's going on? Gregor, what is going on? What is going on? Victor, April, what is going on? Gloria, Dan Hanlon, what is going on? Also, we gotta tally up how much money that's coming for the dollar hides. I'm going to give an update on the dollar hides tomorrow or the next day. We're going to talk about that. Anyway, I'm going to get the flock out of here. I got nothing but love for you guys. Thank you for coming. I really am grateful to all my friends and my moderators. Your confidence is poquito. I'm out of here. See you on the next one. Later, Gators.